spirits category. Arcade delivers bold flavor and a real warming sensation with zero alcohol, zero sugar, zero carbs, and zero calories. Perfect for nights out, social gatherings, or anytime you want the experience of a drink without sacrificing tomorrow. Check it out at arkbeverages.com. That's ARKAY beverages.com. Arcade. All the flavor, none of the alcohol.
What's up, my friends? This is Francisco Lindor.
This is Devin Williams.
This is Luke Weaver.
Bo Bichette here. You're listening to the home of New York Mets baseball.
WHSQ and WCBS-FM HD2, New York. Bart Scott.
What the hell?
Chris Carlin.
Take a hike. We're good.
This is Bart and Carlin.
Buckle your chin strap. We about to bang.
On ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
I really cannot stand the condensation problem that comes with Starbucks, because right now it looks like I have been sweating through my shirt for about an hour and a half, and it's not that hot outside. I mean, let's not get nuts here.
Are you lactating?
No, well, no, it's not on either nipple. So if it's right more in the center of my shirt here. Listen, I tell you if I was, and it's not out of the realm of possibility that it couldn't be the case.
I don't know which way your nipples point.
Exactly.
Maybe they.
There's a new Fockers movie coming out, by the way.
Is it?
Yeah, apparently. I didn't even know this until this morning, that there is a new Fockers movie coming out, and I think Ariana Grande is in it.
Is the baby older?
The baby might be Ariana Grande. I don't know.
I have nipples, Craig. Can you milk me?
It's Bart and Carlin on ESPN New York, on the ESPN New York YouTube channel, where you can go, you can comment on the show, and you can be a part of it. We will get you involved early. We got a few different things cooking today. We got a live Carlin's Corner table coming up at 12:30 today. Do not fill up here on your green matcha crap that I see here with this Tim Hortons cup you got. And a donut. Like, I couldn't get him to have a damn donut when we brought 4 dozen donuts in here 3 weeks ago. It was like I was handing him a bomb. And now, all I could do to keep away from 5 donuts in his face. Come on.
I was on a cycle. You know what I'm saying?
Or just showing his appreciation for Canada.
Yeah, well,
I'm trying to build
I'm not
bridges.
hating on donuts or Tim Hortons. They're all great.
I'm trying to get Tim Hortons to come over and invest in our show.
Well, that would be amazing, and I'd be so on board with that. And I'm the guy that you want representing you in this country. That's me. I'm Tim Hortons' cousin. That's what you want to say.
Every person, it's all in me.
But here's the point. We have Carlin's Corner table coming up with a pizza that is supposed to be out of this world ridiculous.
Ooh.
But it is priced accordingly.
Okay.
Now,
who stood in line? Who stood in line for it?
Nobody stood in line. I had to order it this morning at 7 o'clock.
What?
They do not. You can only order online day of. They open at 11:30. And when I went online at 7 a.m. this morning on my way in, the earliest pickup was 12:10.
Man,
So in other words, the first 40 minutes had already been accounted for.
Brother, what is this, like Disney World where you got the bots waiting in line for you, so as soon as your order goes through? This is crazy work, man. You mean to tell me that this piece is so good? See, now the expectation's high. You know,
Exactly.
You raised them too high, brother.
Exactly.
Oh,
now,
man.
I do want to address one thing that I caught a little heat over a few weeks ago when we do these live corner table things. And I'm going to put an end to it right now. We're going to squash this crap. So you got nothing to stand on in the chat. You could say nothing to me about what I'm doing over here, because what I'm doing is telling the truth. And if you're not going to buy that, that's on you.
Oh, they think you're lying.
So what happened was we brought in those donuts a few weeks ago from Randy's Donuts.
Them was good, man.
And the guy who brought them over was a franchisee owner. And people were accusing me of saying, of course you're going to give it a great grade. The guy is standing right there. Do I see the rationale of that? The guy brought him over for free? I do. I get why you might think that. But I'm a little disappointed that my integrity would be called into question. Number one, that I would not call out a bad donut. I mean, they do exist. I would not call that out. They do exist. I've had them.
We can afford our own donuts, too. We don't need free
Exactly.
donuts.
That's number two. So we're taking all of that out today, all right? No more free food. It's no more anybody bringing free anything over here at all. On every single time that I've gone out to do one, and it's been in person at a place, I've always paid for the food, and we are paying for this. So there's no questioning and saying that there's any chicanery going on over here, because I won't have it.
Do we have? I mean, we know how well you tip your movers. How well do you tip the pizza man?
I tip nicely.
Yeah.
Now, the movers thing was...
The movers, you tip 4,000%.
The movers, I over-tipped, and I did not... That was out of a lack of knowledge. I don't regret it. I would rather be an over-tipper than an under-tipper. I don't want to be anybody known as a cheap person. But let's just start there for a half a second, because this is interesting that you brought this up. So I ordered it this morning, and it says you're ordering it to pick it up, not being delivered, nothing like that. And, of course, before you cash out, it says, would you like to tip on there? And it's a takeout. And I always tip, because it's not just about whoever's delivering it or anything like that, okay? Recently, at a restaurant near me, I saw the same person twice in the span of a week. I just happened to be in the restaurant at the exact same time, picking up a couple of slices to bring home for dinner for me and my wife. Same thing. Again, just picking it up. Do you want a tip? Of course. No tip. This person goes no tip twice in a row. Now, I get it, because we're getting hammered everywhere with getting tipped, tipping people. I understand that.
I was going to start, honestly, after every show, asking John, do you want to give us a tip?
That's a great point.
Good show. We should get a tip.
Yeah.
5%. That's nothing crazy.
5? You're a cheap son of a gun if they're going 5.
No, because
the minimum they give you as the option is 15.
15.
Or you can put in your own custom one, or put no tip. But anyway, here's my point. Have we gotten to the point now as a society where you're cheap if you don't tip on a pickup? Because this is a person that I saw do it twice in a row, and I won't lie, I judged him a little bit. Like, really? That's twice I saw you hit 0 on the pickup. But then I thought about it. I'm like, it is pickup.
Oh, you're picking up? What services they giving you for pickup?
No. That's my point, is that you have to tip on pickups.
I got no love on pick, and they look away too.
Yeah,
like you ain't gotta look away.
This is the one I love. This is the one I love. If you could answer the question there on the screen.
Oh, what question is that?
Would you like a 25% or a 40% tip?
No, I would tell them that, hey, they're gonna ask. They say it's gonna ask you a question. I'm like, listen, I'm afraid of tests. I have test anxiety, so I'm not answering any questions.
Let's start a poll over on ESPN New York YouTube channel right now.
It has.
In the chat. Are you good picking up food? Like, in other words, do you tip when it's just takeout? Or do you only tip on delivery or if you're in a restaurant? You know what I mean? So Tom will figure out how to word that properly.
You know what's crazy? Do you tip when you pick up food?
Do you tip on takeout? Yeah.
Has tipping gone too far? That's what I want to know.
See, I think that's a leading question.
Because guess
what? Has tipping gone too far? Who's going to say no?
Bro.
Just the servers out there.
Listen, I swear to God, I was in Africa, 3 countries. I was in Paris, 4 countries, all in one trip. They looked at me like I was a Martian when I tipped them. They were, I don't know. Don't ask me why I did the African voice. What is this? I don't know why. I went straight to Michael Blackston.
Okay.
Oh, my goodness. What is this? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they looked at me. They was insulted. You know why they were insulted? Because that's their damn job. They're like, why are you tipping me for doing my job? My job pays me.
It's a different, but
you're insulting me. So when foreigners come over here, they don't they be like, what, man, what's this 15? Nah, hell no.
Yep.
0.
Yeah. In Europe, they do not take tips. They don't want it. Like, there's no expectation of it.
They'll be insulted if you tip them there.
It's my damn job.
But they also get paid more. Like, their base salary is more.
About that.
Now, I don't know
about that.
All right, let me ask you this, though.
Because I
knew plenty of people who worked in restaurants in the city, and their base pay as a waiter or waitress was like $3 an hour, and your entire takeaway on the night was whatever you got tipped.
Nah.
I don't know if it's still the same way anymore, and I'm not talking about what the minimum wage is and all that, okay? This is on servers.
I tell you what, lower my meal then, and I'll tip more. Like, how you can't charge me a lot of money for food and then say listen, I'm a great tipper, right? Because, whatever, especially if I get good service, I tip even if I get average service. If I get bad service, I still tip. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
What I'm saying is, we need to tell these restaurants, then you need to charge me less for my food so I can pay more on my tip.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Well, how about no tip then?
Well, then now you're looked at as a bad guy, right?
They automatically add it, too, if you got more than 5 people. They take 25%. Hold up, brother.
Well, that's different. That's like if you're sitting down at a restaurant, and if it's a certain amount of people, then they're going to add a surcharge, and I understand that.
Why?
Because you're going to make sure that person's not going to get stiffed.
I made your job easier.
By having 8 people at a table or something like that?
Yeah, imagine having to serve four tables of 2. That wants different things. You getting all your instructions coming to one place, baby. You drop it off one spot.
I know, but you're also asking to make sure that they get everything right and they're handing the right food to the right people.
Well, I would expect you to get everything right if it was 4 sets of 2.
This is not the question. This is you're veering
Bring
on
my
the
basket
question.
Of bread.
Stick to the question.
Okay, that's true.
Don't even get me started on the fact that they charge you for bread now at some places. That's absurd. That's ridiculous. That's outrageous. That's preposterous. But the single question to me is, do you tip now on takeout all the time? Because this has become a thing, I would say, over the last 7 or 8 years. And now it's just expected. Joe Leo, you're a man of not incredible means. You do okay.
I would say that. I do okay.
You do okay.
You're just taking care of yourself, baby.
Do you tip on takeout?
It depends.
On?
If it's a coffee shop, no. Like
Coffee
Starbucks.
shop.
What you got against coffee?
Oh, no. Like, all right. So,
Like
Starbucks on the app. Do you want to tip
No.
on the app? I tip on the app like once a week.
My daughter better. Man, my daughter went to
But I'll tip
Starbucks.
like $5 once a week.
My daughter went to
on
Starbucks, and she had a list. She was so embarrassed. She tried to get it over the phone.
Yeah.
And baby, for you listening, you was dead wrong. She tried to order it over the app because it's so absurd. The amount of things, 1 pump of this, half a pump of this, a stir. And I say, man, come on, man. So if you be giving those type of Starbucks things, you need to come out and they get it right.
Yeah.
You need to come up out that pocket.
Well, I'm very bland with my coffee. It's either black, milk, or a flat white.
All right. Well, again, coffee, this is not the question.
In general,
coffee is not
yes.
takeout food, okay?
In general, yes. I'll give a couple of bucks.
But what if they give you, what if you're paying with a credit card and they give you the options 10, 15, 20%, whatever?
I usually leave cash. I usually look for the thing on the register and leave a couple bucks in cash.
Tom, what's your take here?
It depends on the situation. If it's a big corporation, no. I'm usually not going to tip. I do appreciate the workers. And if it's like a Jersey Mike situation, then yeah, because I know they were the ones prepping my sandwich. So I will give them the tip there. Mm-hmm. But if it's like a local shop, I will try and support them as much as I can.
Okay.
If I have the means to do it. If they're charging me like, say I ordered a bagel for like a $10 bagel for whatever reason, I'm not giving you a tip. That's too much money. But I'm also the fool to buy the bagel then.
But like you're going into, that's a little bit different because you're going into a sandwich shop and they are making the sandwich in front of you and you're doing all that and you're giving them what you want. That if you call and order takeout for somewhere or you order takeout from somewhere online, do you tip on that? Like, I'm getting tired of this. Like,
it's so
I'm getting
nuanced.
tired.
It's so nuanced.
It is nuanced, and I'm getting tired. Even I judge somebody else for this, and I shouldn't do that.
Because tell me this. I'm going to throw
I don't know how much money that person has. It was an older lady. She could have been living on a fixed income.
I'm going to throw R.A. Dickey at you. What about DoorDash?
Now, here's the thing about DoorDash
and
about Ubers. You have to.
Yeah.
Because those guys, that's different. It's delivery.
They're gonna lick your fries that you put on there low tip.
No.
I tip them good. I don't want them licking my fries and put it back in there.
I tip well in advance, and I've gotten hosed on that before too. Because sometimes, like,
it ain't all in there.
I ordered one time in Memphis, and they delivered something 20 miles away. Like, I'm at this thing downtown. It says, oh, no, it says you're out here in West Memphis. What? Anyway, point being, like, yes, I tip well there. I feel like you have to. And I saw the thing that John Oliver did on DoorDash and those delivery services. Like, you need to tip those people.
Yeah, I pray to God.
Because they're getting hosed.
I pray to God that I have tape on mine. I pray to God that the place I'm at has put a sealed tape so they can't go in there and lick my fries or do nothing bad to my food.
But again, my point here, that's delivery. That's delivery. That's not takeout. I'm talking about the instances where there were never expected tips before. There's always been expected tips on deliveries.
Yo, when I knew it was real is when I went in McDonald's and they had a tip. I said, man, come on, man. If you don't get the hell out of here thinking that you get a tip at McDonald's, I got that forever bread that's going to live in my body for the rest of my life. I got the green, I got the pink goo filling in my non-100% ground beef burger.
That was your decision. That's a you problem.
Right.
Okay?
I already made a bad decision. I damn sure ain't going to pay you extra for it.
I'll tell you, the chat is on fire right now with this. I was sick last week, and I had to order some flu meds. I tipped the kid who delivered it $10 off general principle. Of course you do. That's Black Metronome. Of course you do. That's a situation that calls for the tip. The delivery is not the problem.
Yeah, because you're lazy. Metro, you could have drug your ass there and got your own stuff.
Do you tip on a food order that you have to pick up? That's what I want to know. And that is the poll right now that is up over on the ESPN New York YouTube chat. So please get in there. Expensive wingman on the sandwiches. Expensive those sandwiches are? I don't know, Tom. They're not expensive.
Man, you know
it's
that.
not too bad at Jersey Mike's or any of those places.
You know how cheap that meat is, that processed meat? And they charge you all that money for that food? That, man, it's bread and deli meat.
Okay.
And lettuce.
Once private equity gets involved in businesses, the prices go up. That from C-Money. All right, now we're blaming private equity. I get that. The tipping culture situation, I don't ever want to be perceived as the guy that is cheap in any way. But, like, if you have a valet at a hotel or something, like there are some hotels like a Marriott where if you're staying there and you don't have a choice but to valet the car, do you tip every time they get the car? Do you tip every time they pick up the car? Do they pool their tips? Is one guy keeping all the money? If I give somebody one big tip at the end of the day, is everybody getting a piece of that?
Okay.
Or is just one clown that just happened to be working in that moment getting it even though he brought my car 25 minutes late?
This is what pisses me off the most.
Yeah. I don't want to sound bougie about it. These are not high-end hotels. These are regular Marriotts, things like that.
This is what pisses me off the most. You call for your car to valet. You come out, I got a personal carry-on, right? Small thing. Dude want to try and grab my luggage out of my hand so he can get double tipped. He want a tip and the guy who got my car get a tip. Nah, brother, I got my bag. It's got wheels on it. I ain't carrying nothing. I'm going to put it in the back. I'm good. No, I'm good. I'm going to tip the dude that went and got my car, that ran to the garage, drove the car around. You trying to get a tip on some 2 feet stuff. You know what I mean? They be standing right there. Oh, let me put that in the back for you. No. I'll put it in the back for myself or the valet. I'm not about to double tip when you ain't doing nothing but literally lifting my 5-pound bag and putting it in the back. I can do that myself.
All right, there are some philosophies here. Mustafa checking in. If I can round up to the nearest dollar, I'll tip. That doesn't really solve the problem. Because then you're just rounding up to, 78 cents or whatever, and that would just make you – I don't think that solves the problem. I think that just makes you a cheap tipper then. Then you're not giving enough. Like, it being a cheap tipper sometimes even worse than not tipping at all. Sometimes that is. Restaurants charge higher prices on their food to cover the delivery apps cut on the order. That's true. One thing about tipping the restaurant, this is from CD, food is hell of expensive, and kitchen workers don't get a tip. Front of the house gets the entire tip. As a restaurant worker, you don't tip on takeout. See, like, this is what I'm talking about. How the hell am I supposed to know who's getting what if you're asking me to tip in every moment? And also, here's the other thing. Do not ask me to donate an extra $2, $4, $5 to the charity. That's on you.
Oh,
all right? Don't make me feel bad because I'm not going to donate to whatever your charity that you've decided to is.
That they're going to write it off with.
Exactly.
Let me tell you who works with that. Dick's Sporting Goods. I say, man, if you don't get
we don't need to call out individual businesses here.
Hell no. Dick's Sporting Goods.
Okay, we don't. Again, We could be working on trying to get Dick's as a sponsor. Let's not call them out individually, but you know who you are.
I'd rather go with Modell's because they tripping. Talking about, do you want to donate to youth sports? Brother, I just paid $35 for a workout shirt. That's donation enough. You donate from it. Like, bro, they be tripping. You know what's crazy? As a former professional athlete that doesn't play sports anymore, and you have to go buy some workout stuff that you used to get for free, they charge the kids 3 times more than what we get that stuff for free. I throw gloves away like I'm getting tissue from the bathroom. They charge these kids, and we know as a player that these gloves only work for like a week before they rip or tear or something like that. They're charging high school kids. They're charging little league kids $35 to $45 for football gloves. Ridiculous. Knowing that they ain't going to work
once
in like
again,
2 weeks.
We have veered from the discussion here.
My bad, because they tripped me out with that. Do you want to donate to youth sports?
I know, the donate
to
stuff.
youth sport. I just spent $300.
All right, based on the youth sports part of it, yes, I get what you're talking about. Let's just get a couple of these in quickly here. DJ in Jersey City before we move on, to the Knicks. DJ, what's up?
Oh, we can get some tips to the damn Mets.
DJ. Joe Leo, sharp of the game. No tip today. Let's go, DJ.
Hey, guys, how we doing?
Good. What do you got, bud?
So I work in the service industry. So in the state of New Jersey, the maximum they can pay you minimum wage is $5.62.
Okay.
So at the end of the week, my check is null. I get $0. My taxes cover my hourly. Hourly cover my taxes, excuse me. So basically, we literally work on tips the entire week.
Right. Now, when you say that, I'm not talking about, you're in the service industry, what service are you performing?
Well, bartender.
Okay.
Oh, bartender,
you're going to get, here's the thing. I never have a question as to whether or not I'm tipping a bartender. Yeah. I know what you got, how hard you guys are working, and not that anybody's not working hard, but that's expected.
You hooking me up, baby. You set the mood for me and my girl.
Yeah, but even at the table, you said I wrote an 8-top. I'd rather take 4 tables of 2 than 1 8-top.
Okay.
It's so much easier.
That's why they talk about that. That's why they talk about whether or not that's a thing. Lou is in Nashville. Lou, go.
Hey, my father was a New York City cab driver, and he used to dog us about you're going to tip people no matter what. But he's rolling in his grave right now thinking that he walks into a store that he ordered food from, and they turn around, hand you a package, and they want you to tip 25% of that. I do not. If I'm picking up, I am not tipping. If I get a service, I go out to a restaurant, I am a healthy tipper. But that has gotten to a whole different level.
See, I think you have a very healthy attitude about it. I think that's a very fair attitude. If I'm picking it up, no. If I'm going and I've never had that attitude because I stand there and I get embarrassed. If I hit a 0 on that thing, I get embarrassed. I'm sorry, I do. Because I don't want to be that guy. Woj in Clifton. This is not Woj, the Woj, right? Woj, what's up?
No, not the Woj, but...
Woj is a North Jersey guy originally, so anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, exactly. Well, both Polish. That's the point. WOJ, it's a very Polish thing. Anyway, I was going to make a point that I think you guys were missing the point on this because, like in Jersey Mike's, when they're actually making the food for you, you see the service, but, the people in the back in the kitchen, they're performing the service too, making the food, preparing the food for you. But the whole point is the guy's comment, now that you say that, where's the tip going? So if the tip is going to the workers in the back making the food, yeah, definitely tip. But who knows
I would love to see stores or restaurants put up a sign that say, tipping is not expected, but it's always appreciated. It is split evenly amongst all our workers. How about that? And I'm not talking about waiters and waitresses. I'm talking about, right in front there if you're at a Jersey Mike's or a place like that.
So if we do that, and I get home and I said no pickles and I got pickles, I want my tip back. How about that? I got home and I asked them
that's interesting because where do they screw you the most? At the drive-thru. Do not tip at the drive-thru. Nobody tips at the drive-thru. Maybe we should start tipping at the drive-thru. Because there's not a worse feeling in the world, and I know how many bad feelings in the world there are out there. Listen,
you got the pressure.
I feel worse than I shouldn't say anything inappropriate here. Let's put it this way. Driving away from the drive-thru, looking down at my burger and it's wrong, ruins my day.
Yes. Or getting home and say, hey, Dad, they forgot the nuggets. Mother, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Oh, they ain't put those sauce. Man, oh, my God.
But we don't even tip there.
You know what they doing now? They charge you 50 cents to $1 for sauce.
Yeah, I know.
You overcharged me for this pink goo, but now you charging me because I want barbecue sauce?
You have no complaints if you're going there and you're eating the pink goo. That's on you. That's on you.
Well, at least give me the proper sauce. Don't charge me for a barbecue sauce, sweet and sour sauce, buffalo sauce. This is the thing. They charge you for that. They only give you one packet for a 6-piece nugget.
Steve.
The hell is that?
Bronx.
Man,
I know.
You ain't touched the nerve today, bro.
I know. Steve, what's up?
Yeah, how you doing, guys? I love your show. I watch it all the time.
Appreciate that.
This is how I do. If I go to a diner and I get like a cheeseburger deluxe to go or whatever, they give you the salt, the pepper, the forks, all that blah blah. I tip them. I give them a few dollars. So they doing the work.
Listen, I don't disagree with the premise. I would just like to know what the uniform plan for that is.
Did he just say because they gave me salt, pepper, and they already did? It's in the whole box. They just grabbed it.
Well, he was also saying they're making it too. So listen, but that's the thing. I would like to know who's getting what.
Don't you always have to? Ain't it always somebody making it?
I guess.
When does that become new?
But do I know that any of those people are getting any of that money? I don't.
You know who ain't making it? Damn Mets.
Maybe we should start tipping the Mets for, hitting balls that would have been out on a warmer night.
You know what? It was crazy. The first thing I heard when I was watching the Mets and the Dodgers yesterday, it was like 66 degrees. Like, oh, it is kind of chilly out there.
Bart Carlin, ESPN New York. 20 minutes. Jordan Raanan joins us regarding the Giants and the Dexter Lawrence situation. We've got plenty on the Knicks today. We've got the live Carlin's Corner table, which spurred this whole thing. So, yeah, buckle up. It's going to be a bumpy ride or something that would make this sound interesting on ESPN New York.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer, providing equal employment, development, and advancement opportunities to all teammates and applicants. To learn more about careers with us, please send an email to talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com. That's talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com.
In Brooklyn, we have a crash now on the inbound Gowanus at the Prospect Expressway. That's eastbound 278 at the Prospect. It's crashed, at least one lane is blocked. In Rockland County, you've got delays over by the Thruway, northbound 287 just coming out of New Jersey. Construction work on the ramp to the Thruway. Very slow traffic there, leaving New Jersey up toward Rockland County. We got New Jersey Transit up to 60-minute delays on Raritan Valley Line trains. That's a broken down Conrail train near Roselle Park. Hudson River crossings all down to under a half an hour. The GW Bridge is still your heaviest. I'm Bob Williams on 880 ESPN New York.
NBA fans, listen up. You can enter FanDuel's Play-In Palooza for a chance to win a share of $2 million in bonus bets every day of the Play-In tournament. All you have to do is place a live bet using your Play-In Palooza token. Then you'll automatically be entered for a chance to win a share of $2 million in bonus bets. So don't just watch the NBA Play-In tournament from the sidelines. Visit FanDuel.com/local to get into the action. And don't forget to enter FanDuel Play-In Palooza. All you have to do is place a live bet using your Play-In Palooza token for a chance to win a share of $2 million in bonus bets. Play your game with FanDuel, official sportsbook partner of the NBA. Must be 21 and older and physically present in New York. No purchase necessary. Opt-in required. Limit one entry. Profit boost bonus issued as non-withdrawable profit boost token. Prize is issued as non-withdrawable bonus bets, which expire 7 days after receipt. For help with a gambling problem, call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY at 467369.
Hey, this is Chevy, managing partner at Precision Solar. We believe going solar should be simple. And it should make real financial sense. We manage the entire process from start to finish and offer flexible solar payment options designed around your goals. When the numbers work, solar can lower your monthly cost and give you predictable energy for decades. And if you refer someone who installs with us, you can earn up to $1,000. Visit PrecisionSolar.com to schedule your free home assessment.
Gold and silver prices are soaring and near all-time highs. If you want to get cash in your hands for your old jewelry, now is the time. Get the most competitive prices at the Estates Roadshow. Old rings, chains, and even broken jewelry. Don't wait. Cash in while gold and silver are hot. 4 locations this week: Paramus, Staten Island, Old Bridge, and Toms River. Bring your gold, silver, coins, diamonds, and watches. Even broken pieces, and get cash on the spot. There's never been a better time to sell. No appointments, no fees, no pressure. Just friendly, professional buyers with over 35 years in the business. Go to the Estates Roadshow Monday through Friday in Paramus at the Courtyard by Marriott, Staten Island at the Hilton Garden Inn, and Friday through Tuesday in Old Bridge at TMT Cash for Gold. The bright yellow building on Route 9 South in Toms River, corner of Route 37 and Hooper Avenue. For more info, follow Estates Roadshow on Facebook or go to tmtcashforgold.com.
Empower. Pete's back on the links with all new golf clubs and hopefully less swearing.
Dang, sliced it.
He worked with Empower to help him get good at money, so he can be a little bad.
Heads up!
Oof. Talent sold separately.
Guy said these were slice proof.
At least he has money for lessons. Invest well, live a little. Start today at empower.com.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
I'm all sweaty now after that discussion. Not shocking. Bart Carlin, ESPN New York, ESPN New York YouTube channel. Don't forget, people, the NFL Draft is coming up on Thursday, April 23rd, and New York is on the clock. The Jets pick 2nd and 16th. The Giants pick 5th. Rick DiPietro, Dave Rothenberg, breaking it all down live. Join ESPN New York's Couchcast, your second screen for the NFL Draft. Real-time reactions, instant takes, and everything New York fans care about. Watch along, react with us, don't miss a single moment. ESPN New York's Couchcast on draft night, April 23rd at 8 p.m. It's presented by Calandra's Bakery. Couple of different things here to delve into before Jordan Raanan joins us here at 10:45 to discuss the Giants and the situation with Dexter Lawrence. First of all, let's get a couple of different takes on what's going on with the Giants. I don't know if you've heard this. I heard this report the other day, too, that there was the possibility that after the draft, Giants move on from Joe Shane, which, I mean, we've seen this happen with McCagnon before. So would that be a possibility? Here's Dan Graciano on Unsportsmanlike.
I don't think it's 100%, but I do think it's a situation people are watching because of the extent to which John Harbaugh has gone in there, sort of claimed control of a lot of things and made a lot of changes in the way the organization operates. So I understand why the speculation is out there, and I think it's fair. I just don't have, like, actionable, solid intel that says, oh, they're going to move in this direction.
Yeah, I don't know that I don't know if I were Joe Shane that I'd feel great. Let's put it that way. Like I so many, and you know this, so many personnel changes that happen in a front office and in scouting happen after the draft because you're expected to do all of that scouting and get you through that before you are doing this. Before you're trying to find something else or somebody's, you know, they're not cutting you loose immediately.
It's simply because Joe Shane had developed the draft board, had did all that work before, that when you can't let him go because you need to rely on what him and his team has done. Now, I can see Harbaugh believing in what the Ravens did a lot and maybe taking some understudy there of Eric DeCoste and saying, hey, man, this guy's prime and ready to take the next level and be the head of college scouting. because, one thing you said about the Ravens, they've always had a great program, whether it was going from Ozzie Newsome to Eric DeCosta. They have a track record of always finding great players and steals. Now, they've had some misses over the years, but for the most part, they bat about 800. So, Joe Schoen just has to take accountability for what he's put on his roster. The fact that this roster is one of the highest paid rosters, and I told you when we go through the top 8 of who they decide to pay, you have to take accountability for that, and he hasn't been asked to take accountability.
Then here's Mike Tannenbaum. As a GM, how do you handle the Lawrence situation?
I think it's something, Randy, they're going to want to get resolved before the draft. Certainly, if there's 3 of us who are running the Giants, he's too important of a player that you don't want to have any uncertainty. So I would work really hard to see if we could figure out the contract. And if for whatever reason we can't, I certainly would want to recoup multiple draft choices for him, before this year's draft.
So there are a couple of things at work there. Number one, when we had Field Yates on yesterday and we were talking about this, Field kind of tempered down our expectations of maybe getting a 1 and a 2 or something like that, and kind of suggested, no, this is more like maybe a 3 because you got to pay him, and he's coming off a not so great year. So all of that could be the case. But if you're the Giants, now there's a story from Paul Schwartz today in the New York Post that the Giants maybe are not getting a ton of interest on Dexter Lawrence in the trade front. That makes me think the Giants would not hate getting it out there to Dexter that's the case, and maybe his best play is to stay put.
Well, the thing is, it's because how many years does Dexter have left on his deal? Is it 1 or 2 years?
2. I believe he's signed through 27. But no guaranteed money this year.
Yeah, so if it's 2, technically the team has to be comfortable with that, because this is the thing. The Dallas Cowboys traded for Quentin Williams, gave up a 2 and a 1 or a 1 and a 2, and they didn't give him a new deal. And I would probably tell you that Dexter Lawrence and Quentin Williams makes about the same amount of money. So, in my opinion, if Dallas was able and comfortable enough to say, hey, we'll get him in our building, we know we have him under control for 2 years, and 3 if we want to franchise tag him. So, if you believe in the talent so much, then you say, Dexter, you want your money? We're going to trade for you. But if you want your money, I think it's more about a change of scenery and also being a legitimate chance to play meaningful football, because that's what he hasn't been able to do.
If it's about that, then you got to go.
What I'm saying is I think it's about that, and I think it's because when you think about, he talks about all his guys. When Leonard Williams left, initially he didn't get a new deal when he left. Saquon was a free agent, so that's different.
Yep.
You know what I mean? But, Leonard Williams got traded for, right, and then got money after he proved himself. He got an extension after the first year. So if we're going by those metrics that, hey, guys go somewhere to a winning organization, that winning organization's got to say, what have you done for me lately? And let me see if you fit here, because the last thing any team wants to do is trade for a player, give him an extension without him doing anything for the team and figure out that it's not going to work. And now I'm stuck with him and I can't move you. And I can't admit my mistake. Right? So, Dexter has to come to grips with that. If he's so hell-bent on not being a New York Giant, he has to say, I have to go somewhere. I have 2 years left on my deal. If I want them to tear it up, I need to go over here and put in some work.
All right, but let me ask this question, though. You see, what would give me pause if I were Dexter Lawrence is what they just did. They just hired John Harbaugh. I know what the resume says for John Harbaugh. I know that there's going to be a different level of accountability here. Don't I have to take that seriously when I'm considering being here versus somewhere else?
No.
Why not?
Because I've seen Harbaugh go to a ready-made place. He never made a place. He went to a place that was already set in stone. He didn't go to the AFC Championship. He didn't go to the AFC Championship his first year because he was such a great coach.
No, I get that, but he did maintain it for a long time.
Correct.
So he obviously knows what that takes.
What I'm saying is, if I'm Dexter, I'm 28. What if it takes Harbaugh 3 years to figure it out? I'm 3 years removed from my career damn near be over. I'm 10 years in now, right?
If you were Dexter, would you believe they could turn this quickly?
No. I think I'm looking at.
If that's the case, then Dexter's got to go.
It depends on how Dexter feels about the quarterback. Is the quarterback going to take a Joe Burrow leap his second year? Is he going to take a Drake May leap his second year? That's what I need to know. See, and we don't know that. We can't predict that. So if I'm him, I'm like, let me get out as soon as possible. And guess what? What's better than playing for John Harbaugh? Jim Harbaugh. Because you know what? I know I going out to L.A. I know I got a hell of a quarterback out there that I can play with. I know that he believes in all the things that his brother believes in. So if I can get out to L.A., yeah, the taxes are the same. New York, California. But, man, I got a chance with a stud quarterback where I ain't got to be a shutout, pitcher shutout, because this kid can put points on the board.
All right, so we're going to separate fact from fiction here momentarily. Jordan Raanan joins us to shed some more light on the Lawrence situation, and if he is going, what is a possible return on that trade? It's all coming next. Bart Carlin, ESPN New York, and the ESPN New York YouTube channel.
Life is motion, but for Jaime, debilitating pain in both hips brought everything, including family time, to a halt.
Every doctor told me the same thing. They would do one hip at a time.
At White Plains Hospital, Dr. Jacob Totka's unique expertise provided an alternate approach by replacing both of Jaime's hips on the same day.
In just 2 hours, I got 2 new hips, and I went home that day.
White Plains Hospital, among the best hospitals anywhere that just so happens to be here. A member of the Montefiore Health System.
Hey, it's Michael K. Not sleeping? Well, it could be your mattress. That's why I always recommend my friends at PC Richard & Son. At PC Richard & Son, they don't just sell you a mattress. Their experts use a 4-step mattress fitting process so that your new bed fits you perfectly. They guarantee it. Top brands like Sealy, Stearns & Foster, and Tempur-Pedic, and in-home delivery on any mattress $399 and up. It's free. So do what I do. Get to PC Richard & Son for your new mattress. Free delivery excludes Manhattan.
25 a month, 5 whole years. Same sweet number in your ears. Check it in a year, check it in 5. This ain't optimum 5, but price is still alive. 25 a month, 5 whole years. Same sweet number in your ears. Get Optimum famously fast fiber internet. Optimum.com/25 for 5. Or call 8884-OPTIMUM. Terms apply. See Optimum.com for details.
Empower.
After wanting one for years, Kevin is finally enjoying his new hot tub.
This is the life.
He worked with Empower to help him get good at money, so now he can be a little bad.
Oh, no, not my phone.
Oh, Kevin. Kevin's phone may be in hot water, but his finances aren't. Invest well, live a little. Start today at Empower.com.
Progressive presents ways to save money that aren't bundling your home and auto insurance with Progressive.
Thanks again for taking me to the game, man. I can't wait to get in there. By the way, what's in the bag?
Oh, I bring my own hot dog and peanuts. Saves a ton.
Savvy. And what about the beach chairs?
Why buy seats when you can save big and bring your own?
We can't get in without tickets.
Tickets? What do you think the portable TV is for?
Don't save money pretending to go to the game. You could save hundreds by switching to Progressive. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
NBA fans don't just watch the game, they live it. So stream like you're courtside with NBA League Pass. Your ticket to all the action. Watch your favorite team shine and catch the league's brightest stars and rising stars at the same time with multi-view on your favorite devices. From the plays you can't believe to the most live games and the drama that comes with it. If it happens on the court, it's happening on NBA League Pass.
Only select out-of-market games available. Blackout restrictions apply. Additional charges and other conditions may apply. Visit NBA.com/subscriber agreement for full terms and conditions.
All right, let's get to it. When I want truth, I talk to Jordan Raanan. Let's get the answers. No beating around the bush, no hemming and hawing today, Jordan. It's not what you do. It's not your identity. You spit facts. Let's have
here.
it.
What do we got?
All
I
right,
don't hear
let's
anybody.
Well, here's the thing. Jordan, of course, covers the Giants for ESPN.
So he said he can't hear anybody. Is he playing? He trolling us?
No, I don't think so. I don't think Jordan would troll us ever. No, Jordan, we're talking about the Dexter Lawrence thing, and it feels like we're getting some, I wouldn't say mixed signals, but we're getting different signals on where this is headed between now and next Thursday right now. What is your take, your knowledge of the situation? Tell me where we are.
Dexter Lawrence either wants out or a new deal, right? That's pretty clear. The Giants are not necessarily willing to do either one. They don't want to trade him. That's their preference, to keep Dexter Lawrence. As far as giving him a new deal, they don't really want to do that either. Like, remember last year, they didn't want to give him a new deal. They just put a little sweetener on top of it. So we're kind of stuck here. They don't really want to rip up his deal. They say, hey, you're coming off a year, even your best year, great year, given the expectations that Lawrence comes with, right? Because we know what kind of player he can and has been. And then after that, you were kind of banged up. You're getting closer to 30. They don't feel like this is the time to do that. So we're at a breaking point where, all right, either he's going to bet here, or
hey, Jordan, you're breaking up on Jordan. Jordan, it's breaking up on us quite a bit. Let's just get that reestablished here in a second. See if we can get Jordan in a better spot. As that's just breaking up. So we're at an impasse. Basically, we have reached that impasse with the Giants, and we understand this. I'm just trying to figure out, Bart, from a player perspective, is it simply just money that's going to fix this? Because it doesn't feel like it necessarily in this case.
Players try and put money with respect, and that's not always the correlation. It's not sometimes what you get paid, it's when you get paid, right? And they're expecting him. It's hard to ask for more. It's hard to ask for money when you're coming off of a bad season, because is it a bad season or is it a bad trend, or is this where we're headed? Is this more like the new you?
All right, so Jordan is back with us. Jordan Raanan with us, of course, covering the Giants for ESPN NFL Nation. So to that point, Jordan, I've heard you say before that we've pointed to Dexter and his best friends before, Leonard Williams, Saquon Barkley, how this ended up somewhere else. Is this a situation that is simply fixed with money from the Giants?
I think it's a situation that can be fixed by money. I think in Dexter Lawrence's heart of heart, this is just my opinion, he'd prefer to be elsewhere.
Really?
And, I mean, I understand. Yeah. I understand that being a former player with a new coach, not knowing, believing in maybe hardball, but not believing that it's going to turn around instantaneously. And he's done a lot of losing. It's the same issue we had here with Quinnen Williams. But Quinnen Williams took his trade, and he didn't ask Jerry Jones for more money, right? So is it more important for him to go somewhere else and have a chance in winning? Can winning potentially cure it, or is it just about money?
Yeah, I think it's the money part of it exists too. I think he wants his contract adjusted. He wants to have his cake and eat it too, I guess. But yeah, I think he's going to go somewhere else, and that involves giving the guy a new contract.
So can I ask you this? We've always thought it was a direct correlation. It's oddly enough they used to be teammates between Quinnen Williams and Dexter Lawrence. Dexter Lawrence was considered, for a long time, slightly the better player or the higher ranked player. But Quinnen Williams got a 1 and a 2. What do we think that the draft compensation that the Giants will accept before they even have those conversations with teams for a player like Dexter Lawrence?
Yeah, when I've talked to a bunch of people with different teams. No one has actually gotten a solid answer for the Giants on that, aside from, hey, you can make an offer, but it needs to be a lot, And they come away from those conversations thinking, the people that I've talked to, first rounder plus, or at least the first rounder, starting with the first rounder. And it's like, hey, yeah, you want Dexter Lawrence? We don't really want to trade him, but hey, sure, you can give us offers. And it's going to have to start with the first round pick, I believe, which is going to be tough because, like you said, Quinnen Williams didn't come off a bad year. He didn't come with a demand to get his contract ripped up and start over. If you said that Dexter Lawrence was going to play the next 2 years on the $20 million that his contract currently says, first of all, it's a great deal if you get a motivated Dexter Lawrence. Then I think the value would be greater, but that's not the case.
Jordan Raanan with us, ESPN NFL Nation. So if he wants to be somewhere else that badly, would he be willing to go somewhere else and prove himself, or no, it has to be a new deal if I'm going somewhere else? I get it. He wants his cake and eat it too, but where is the rubber going to hit the road here, Jordan? That's my question. Is his desire to be somewhere else more pressing than anything else?
I don't think so. I think that money talks. We saw it with Myles Garrett. We see it with the guys all the time. Money talks. That's what will make him happy here in the end, and I think that's a priority for him at the moment.
I mean, me knowing Harbaugh, he's going to support the player publicly, but he's also a guy that's not afraid to walk away from great players. Walked away from Haloti Ngata, didn't even offer Ed Reed a contract, let Ty Heat walk out the door. Ray Lewis didn't leave in tremendous fashion. What is it as far as Dexter Lawrence maybe holding out, and then we know what happens when a big man holds out, these soft tissue injuries. So what's the concern there about getting some type of conclusion or some type of answer as far as what we're doing here? What type of timeline are we talking about?
Yeah, I think they'd like to get it done sooner rather than later. Here's the problem, and this is why the Giants, I agree with you. I think if this were, something that we were dealing with in February, that John Harbaugh would be like, all right, he doesn't want to be here. Let's start planning without him. But we're this far down the road, right? And John Harbaugh said, he knew about this for a few weeks, but free agency happened back in early March, right? They've already been planning as if Dexter Lawrence is going to be in the middle of their defense. So unless there's something that comes along that blows them away, that provides another alternative where they can, fill the roster sufficiently, which is really tough right now. Like, how are you going to fill that spot sufficiently? No matter who you get as a rookie, right? I heard that the guy, McDonald, the second-round tackle type deal right around there, end of first, second-round tackle out of Ohio State.
Thanks.
Perfect Harbaugh, Ravens guy, that they would love him, right? But are you really going to expect that guy to be able to play even as a rookie, especially as a rookie I'm talking about, at the level you're going to get from Dexter Lawrence? You need multiple guys. You need multiple pieces. So unless they could find an alternative that provides that, it makes it hard to move off him at this point.
I did say one. I said I would sign DJ Reader to some type of $5 to $8 million type of deal. Then I would go get a guy like Banks, Woods, or the kids you just mentioned.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, that's a solution. Is that as good as signing Reader and Dexter Lawrence, though?
I think
you could sign Reader now.
Yeah,
and I think they would love to. I think that's their goal, is to sign a Shelby Harris or Reader and play that guy next to Dexter Lawrence. I think that's the plan.
All right. So is this, if you're putting percentages on it, first of all, percentage that this gets done by next Thursday, by draft time next Thursday?
I'm still leaning on, I think it's more likely than not that Dexter Lawrence remains with the Giants.
Wow.
And they come to some sort of contract resolution, even if it's temporary, right? Meaning, hey, the Giants could always re-sign him. And I think this is, if you ask me, my opinion, nobody cares, inside the Giants building what my opinion is. But you find some sort of new deal. And if you want to move off him, you move off him next year, right? I know you don't get as much value in return, but you didn't plan for him not to be here. So it makes it more palatable. It makes it easier. I don't think Dexter Lawrence is falling off a cliff. If you get a motivated Dexter Lawrence, he's going to be a monster and a difference-making player.
Gotcha. Is it any truth to the fact that maybe at one, the Giants would consider Love?
Absolutely. If he is available, and most people in the league, and even inside the Giants building, from what I heard, do not believe that Jeremiah Love will be available when they're on the clock with the fifth pick. But if he's there, he's going to be a very serious part of the conversation. And me personally, would be surprised if he's not their pick.
Wow. Okay. But most of them seem to expect that either the Titans or somebody else is going to come up to get him.
The Cardinals are a team to watch on that, too.
Really?
Cardinals need so much help.
I know.
Our offensive line help, defensive line help, and a running back. We saw Ashton Genty go to a bad team, and we didn't get the effect that we want. I only say this because knowing Harbaugh and how he likes to build teams from the inside out, he's got a relatively decent offensive line. Now he's going to be able to play in Tiger personnel. And, even though Dart isn't Lamar Jackson, Greg Roman with the RPO game needs a home run hitter, and he has arguably the best escort in all of football in Ricard. So you want somebody that can give you a home run, not a guy like Scatterbull that's going to give you 20 yards off of it.
If the Giants draft Jeremiah Love with the 5th pick, draft a guard at the top of the 2nd round, and then sign a Shelby Harris or DJ Reader and put him next to Dexter Lawrence and add depth as they move along.
Playoffs.
You tell me where Giants fans are going to complain about that.
All right, last one, Jordan. We know you got something here coming up at 11. The rumors out there, the stories out there that Joe Schoen may be out after the draft. What's your take? What are you hearing?
I don't know that. I'm not going to say that, but I mean, is it a possibility? Sure, it's been a possibility. We've been saying this since the day that John Harbaugh came. He's on a trial period, right? The second John Harbaugh came, so he's being evaluated. And I think I even said it. I believe it was even on this show that we don't. We'll see what happens. I said May, which meant after the draft, maybe at the end of the season. And I still think we're at the same point that John Harbaugh's evaluating him, and there's questions about whether he's going to return moving forward, or I should say, how long he's going to be the general manager, and until he gets or unless he gets a contract extension, that is still clearly on the board.
Okay, so to every other beat reporter who's talked about it now, what you just did was say, hey, I said this months ago, punks. Pay attention, right? Is that accurate?
I mean, unless you're going to report that he's out, then that's different.
I gotcha.
Is there a possibility? Are they evaluating him? Is it possible? Yes, I absolutely think it's possible.
Way to half-ass it, Jordan. Appreciate it.
That hasn't changed.
Listen, man, you're the best. We appreciate a few minutes.
Yo, I'm standing outside because for some reason my phone service in my house has been crappy this past couple of weeks. I'm standing outside 3 houses down on the sidewalk in the heat right now with flip-flops and shorts, with no shirt on. And
could you take a picture of that?
For you, because
we appreciate it.
Let's take a picture of that and send it over so we can. I would just like to have the picture be your new headshot for every time you come on.
Chris.
I hope you got.
Are you going to do that?
I'll do it if you will.
Listen, if both of y'all do it, at least put pasties on. Got to have pasties.
That's a hell of a set of pasties. I'll tell you that.
Bart, you're gonna be disgusted, Bart. You're gonna be disgusted.
Thanks, Jordan.
Professional athlete. I promise you.
Appreciate it, brother.
Goodbye, guys.
Thank you. That's Jordan Raanan.
And his flip-flops.
And here's what he was really saying at the end. Look at what I'm doing for you guys, because my cell service is so bad in my house. I walk down the street in my flip-flops.
We got to hook him up,
and no shirt. It's called Wi-Fi calling. How about we look into that?
I got to go to Best Buy for him, man.
It's called a setting on your phone.
Yeah, he should have called in. I'm learning this FaceTime audio. Squad? Because guess what? The only way I can call when I was over in Africa was FaceTime audio, where I just jump on. If you just regular call, but if you call FaceTime audio and don't turn the video on.
You learn something new every day.
Yeah, man.
Bart Carlin, ESPN New York.
New year, new season, same goal. Feel good and stay in the game. But if neck pain, back pain, joint pain, or sciatica is holding you back, it's time to handle it. I'm Bart Scott, and I'm telling you to call Dr. J. Shaw at Soundwell Pain. Dr. Shaw is an Ivy League trained, double board certified, and he specializes in getting people back to living pain-free. No surgery, no scars, no long recovery, no pain medication. Just precise, non-surgical, image-guided treatments that work. Same day or next day appointments are available with offices in Woodbridge, Livingston, and Inglewood. Stop playing through pain. Go to SoundwellPain.com. Relief starts today.
The New York City Department of Correction offers countless career opportunities, from specialized units to leadership roles that support public safety and change lives for the better. It starts with one step: registering for the New York City Correction Officer exam. Earn over $109,000 after just 5.5 years. Benefits on day one, job security, pension at any age after 22 years of service. Go to nyc.gov/joinDOC or search Join DOC. One career, many opportunities. Register today to take the test.
The NBA moves fast, and the stars move faster. With DraftKings Sportsbook, the #1 sportsbook for live betting, you're never a step behind. DraftKings keeps pace with every play, offering industry-leading live betting, dynamic odds that shift as the game unfolds, and more open markets more often. They're live when others aren't, so you're always in the game when it matters most. Get in on the action with live player props as the most exciting performances unfold in real time. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code WHSQ. That's code WHSQ. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problems gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort, Kansas, pass-through of per-wager tax may apply in Illinois. 21 plus age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. Restrictions apply.
Hey, this is Mika Zibanejad.
Hey, this is Adam Fox. Catch every Rangers game right here on 880 ESPN.
WHSQ and WCBS-FM HD2, New York.
Hi, this is Chevy, managing partner at Precision Solar. If you're looking at solar in New York, New Jersey, or Connecticut, here's what actually matters. Real numbers, honest answers, and a team that handles everything. We manage the entire process from start to finish. Designs, approvals, installation, and even a brand new roof if you need one. We don't sell you more than your home actually needs. Just smart systems designed for long-term savings and predictable energy costs. Visit PrecisionSolar.com to schedule your free home assessment. Precision Solar, built to perform for decades.
If you've been injured on a construction site, then you need a lawyer who knows New York's unique labor laws. At the Parisman Firm, they have decades of experience handling construction accident cases and a proven track record of delivering huge results. Their team has already recovered nearly $1 billion for hardworking New Yorkers. From scaffold accidents to slip and falls and equipment failures, they've got your back. Call the Parisman Firm now at 718-WORKERS. That's right, 718-WORKERS, because your case is their cause. Get the justice you deserve today.
Hey, it's Rich Eisen for Pella Windows and Doors. Sometimes teams take a timeout to regroup and call the right play. When it comes to your home, Pella Windows and Doors always has the winning game plan. They're not just window and door experts. They're experts at taking care of you and your home. At Pella, they find the products that meet your needs and their experts install them. They do it every day, and that's why your neighbors trust them. Discover why Pella is a trusted choice for homeowners everywhere. Visit Pella.com/Eisen today. That's Pella.com/Eisen.
In sports, the tape never tells the whole story. Hiring is no different. AI can make candidates look like an MVP on paper, so knowing the person and the skills behind the resume matters. That's where Robert Half changes the game. Our recruiters combine their expertise with award-winning AI to evaluate skills and fit quickly. Learn how we can find you specialized talent in finance, accounting, technology, and more. At Robert Half, we know talent. Visit roberthalf.com/talent today.
Bart Scott.
What the hell?
Chris Carlin.
Take a hike. We're good.
This is Bart and Carlin.
Buckle your chin strap. We about to bang.
On ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
Well, the Knicks open up this weekend. If we get any kind of intensity like we've gotten in the play-in so far, holy cow. Play-in's been good.
I hope they see it. Man, it's crazy, man.
You know what? Just real quick. Imagine the intensity that we're getting in the play-in versus how hard teams were fighting to not get in the play-in and to be definitively in the lottery. And it's amazing to see that dichotomy of it all change in the span of 24 hours.
You know, what I took from yesterday watching the Clippers after Kawhi pretty much played the entire year, averaged 27 points and 6 rebounds and got sent home after James Harden decided he didn't want to be part of the team. But the crazy thing that I got out of yesterday is that OKC can get the number 1 pick. Yeah. Like, what the hell are we doing? OKC, because they have the Clippers pick. Yep. How bad is it the fact that Kawhi Leonard wanted to play with Paul George, who's no longer on the team for 2 years, traded Shea Gilly?
This feels like it's going to be the same case for the next 5 years because they have all of these picks coming. To be clear, they now have a 7% chance at a top 4 pick.
Right. So
that's unbelievable that you can.
They might have it next year too.
Yes. Can you imagine if it actually happened?
Yo, I'm almost rooting for it to happen at this point. Like, what if they get the number overall pick and turn that into Giannis? But they probably won't do that because they'll say we'll take the young dude because we just keep keeping young dudes. They
win another title or they're in the finals again. Why would you?
Yeah.
Like, why? Just give me another young dude, and then we'll figure it out from there. Because I don't have to pay him.
What did it get? Boozer? Who's the dudes in college?
Yeah,
Boozer
it's Cameron Boozer. It's Darren Peterson from Kansas. is another one. AJ Debanza from BYU. That dude's good. Oh, if you put that guy on that, oh man.
But the crazy part would be, it would be an example of how you win, how you build a dynasty based off of collection of picks over years, right? Over years, and like the picks that they've been able to acquire over those years when they were stockpiling for years when they weren't that good, and now they have the ability to do that. And I'm like, damn, I forgot Porzingis and Al Horford was on the Clippers. # free Curry.
This is the last pick of the SGA trade. But they've all...
No need to ask who won.
I just want to take a quick look and see how many picks that they have. Picks for Oklahoma City still.
Wow. Garofalo looks like...
Don't get distracted.
Robert Downey Jr. in Tropical Thunder.
Okay, don't get distracted.
Okay.
Again, the TV is a shiny object. I need you over here.
He's so tan.
Here's the thing. Here's what's going to happen.
You're right.
All right. Look at me.
No,
look
don't turn the TVs off.
No. We're going to turn the TVs off. I'm going to take your phones away.
Don't turn the TV off.
But take your phones away during the show. You can have them during the break.
I would have a seizure.
Take your. You can have your computer.
I need overstimulation.
I got you on IG. Everything flipping through.
Yeah, I'm making day trades. No, I'm just playing. But go ahead. SGA.
My point is simply this. First of all, this year, right now, for this coming season, they have how many ones? They have 3 ones right now. 2 of them are protected. And then they've got the one for that we were just talking about with
the Clippers.
The Clippers, okay? Next year, in 2027, they've got 3 first-round picks. A couple of them are protected. And Denver's just protected 1 through 5.
And didn't the NBA just change it where you can start trading picks up to 2030, like 5 to 6 years?
Yeah, the amount of picks that they have through 2032
it's nasty.
Is absolutely absurd.
They can replace, and the thing is, they can really develop their players. They can get a dude in the first round and straight send him to the G League or straight develop him. Or tell him, or get a kid that's not ready to come from like France or something like that and say, just develop for a couple of years. We'll send for you. This is crazy work, man.
It's insane what's going on there. But to the point about the Knicks, which is where we need to get back to, I'm really curious about a couple of different things. First of all, we're talking about the intensity of what we've seen so far. It's been really impressive. This series, to me, is a referendum on Karl Anthony Towns, period. It is an early referendum on Towns. This cannot be a series where he's taking a back seat, where he's just laying low, and he's just doing whatever the Knicks need at the moment. Now, this has to be a series where Cat is truly the second best player on the floor. And he is calling for the ball, and he is dominating inside like he is capable of doing.
See, you've already let him off the hook.
How so? I'm saying it's a referendum on him.
He should be the best player on the court, not the second best.
Okay.
He doesn't have to – this whole notion that he has to pay a back seat to Jalen Brunson and he can't equally be – he is a franchise player. And when you're going against a team that biggest guy is 6'10", and you talk about going big, like with Mitchell Robinson, who's a guy who can go out there and switch on smaller guys and still hold his own, like it should be the Twin Towers. They should be kicking ass. This should be Duncan and Robinson. Like he should be out there all day. Listen, take your big ass. No, Jalen Brunson, take your big ass down there, and we gonna feed you. You know what I'm saying? High pick and roll. He should be averaging at least 25 and 10. 25 and 10 the whole series.
There's nothing wrong with that.
25 and 10.
That's a
baseline.
Get
easy work.
That's a baseline.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
At minimum, 25 and 10.
There is no getting around that.
And you're putting up 20 shots. We give you 20 shots, brother.
Well, here's what I can't see. And this is going to be incumbent upon them to get him involved early in this series. This cannot be a case where I go into halftime of game 2 and Cat's got 5 shots. That cannot happen. If the Knicks find themselves in that situation, Like, you're just asking to make this a series.
Yeah.
I still think that they win this series in 5. And if this is at all any question about where the series is headed by the time we get to Game 3, Game 4, there's any doubt about where it's headed, that speaks more to me about what's gone wrong with Cat and how all that has worked and how it's specifically not worked. And that, to me, is going to be borderline sickening to watch.
Well, that is Mike Brown. That is Jalen Brunson. Get into your sets. Give Cat should be engaged immediately. And hopefully this should be one of those games where he gets the rest at the end of the fourth quarter because they have it kind of shut down because you still want to save his legs because you know the next series is going to be tough. And if Joel Embiid can get back, maybe it's Boston that has the tough first round. Maybe it's Boston that's pushed to the brink because Paul George looked better yesterday. If Joel Embiid comes back from the appendectomy, then that team should be formidable with Maxey and the young rookie that they got out there. So whatever team gets out is going to be better prepared to handle the second round.
I can't hear anything about Okonkwo making life difficult for Cat. I can't hear anything about Okonkwo making life difficult for Cat.
Man, Okonkwo is 240, 6'10".
I understand.
He should be in foul trouble early. And to do that, you got to be aggressive. Get him out of there. Then who do they even have?
Well, is it clear to you that this is a Cat series, period, first and foremost?
Absolutely.
Is there any way this is a referendum on Mike Brown as opposed to being on Cat? Because I want to try to see it, but I can't see it.
It's Mike Brown because at times we talk about Cat not being able or not knowing his role or not knowing where to fit in the offense. He should be saying, high pick and roll, we're going to feed you in the post, pin downs and all that type of stuff. That's what he should be saying. It shouldn't be a mixed message when it comes to Karl Anthony Towns and the expectations. Big fella, we want you to put up 20-plus shots. And out of those 20-point shots, we expect you to be shooting 65%. At least 50. You should. It's simple as that. How can they stop you? They should be having to go to a zone, and then when they go to the zone, we're gonna go high pick and roll. We're gonna break the zone down because you can pick and pop, you can pick and roll, or you can have it at the top, and you can Chris Webber facilitate it.
The other thing is, if there is anything that concerns me in this series, it is Jalen Johnson. This is an explosive player who has finally, I don't know if he's hit the ceiling yet, but he's closer to the ceiling than he's ever been. This has been a gradual progression in his career.
Where was he at before that? Was he drafted?
He's always been with Atlanta.
Okay.
He's been in the league for 5 years, and it doesn't feel like it because he's only 24.
Yeah.
But you look throughout the course of his career, and every year there's been market improvement, and he's somebody that Knick fans are going to look at. And I know good basketball fans know Jalen Johnson.
Yeah,
okay?
He's finally the guy.
But there is he is the kind of guy where you look up in a series and like, holy crap, who is this guy and what are we doing in trying to deal with him? How are we going to figure out how to stop him? He shoots 35 from 3. It's not, which isn't great, but it's not horrible. And he's also somebody that's going to average 23 and 10. And he's long. He's 6'8". He's got long arms. I think he can do a lot of damage to the Knicks, and that is the guy that I am worried about first and foremost with them right now.
Excuse me. Last I checked, we spent a whole lot of money on the second highest paid player on our team for just these instances, for Jason Tatum, for Jaylen Brown.
Tatum and Jaylen Brown, yeah. Jalen Johnson, I don't know how that's different.
And it's a Jalen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to be the Jalen stopper. I don't care what Jalen Rose, Jalen Johnson, Jaylen Brown. Pick a Jalen. Jalen Durham. Ain't even his name.
What can I expect here? Can I expect anything close to what we've seen in his heyday defensively from Bridges at this point?
Bridges ain't going on him. He's too big for Bridges.
No, I understand. It's going to be OG.
Bridges got Walker.
No, I'm just saying in general, because when I think about Knicks defense, I think about Bridges right away. I know it's going to be OG, but with OG, I kind of take it as a given that he's going to defend well. It's just how difficult are we going to make it on Johnson in this series?
Well, for me, I'm taking it out of his hand. I'm running double teams at him. I'm saying somebody else is going to beat me, not Jalen Johnson.
I mean, the guy's basically averaging a triple-double.
Right.
So, how am I going to take the ball out of his hands?
By putting pressure on him up the court and boxing one his ass. Like C.J. McCollum, I know he shoots at a very high percentage, but if I'm losing because C.J. McCollum going to shoot lights out over 40% from three. Or Walker. It's nobody else that can threaten him. I'm not worried about Kuminga. You know what I'm saying? I'm not worried about well, Walker did go off on him the other day. That's where Bridges is gonna have to come into account. But I'm saying, listen, man, I'm not being beat by these guys. Walker's the shooting guard. Bridges, this is your assignment. Because they're gonna take advantage of Brunson. They're gonna get him in the action, try and get favorable matchups. You got to be able to handle that.
On the ESPN New York YouTube channel, on the chat, Khalil checking in. Jalen Johnson's going to be a big problem, but the Knicks should get through it with their bigs. Primo Sabe, Cat and Shaq are two different big men in reference to those conversations about Shaq. And that he's had with Cat over the time. Yeah, but Shaq is the most physically dominating player we've seen since Wilt.
Right, but also Shaq couldn't shoot, so he didn't have the option to be able to shoot a high percentage from three. I mean, Cat's won three-point contests. So, I mean, of course there's going to be times where he says, hey, man, let me shoot up to three.
Cat seems scared to use his size. That's from Matt Mate.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, he's a legitimate 7 foot. He's not like some fake stretched out. We don't know what Kevin Durant is, but he's not some fake 7 foot. If he ever stand all the way up and got his C7 adjusted, he's probably 7'4". You know what I'm saying? He walks bent over, his slew shouldered and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Get him a catapult and let him play big.
Well, the Knicks open up on Saturday at 6 o'clock, 6 p.m.
That's an ugly start time, man.
It's not ideal.
It's ugly.
That game is on Prime.
And I don't like that either.
Listen, we don't love it. We're going to have Prime in the three of the first 5 games. And 2 of them are going to be on NBC, mercifully. Monday, Game 2 will be on NBC, and Game 4 will be on NBC.
Only good thing about that is I can use my app to watch where I'm at.
That's not a great thing. Well, that's a game time for the Knicks. And by the way, Game Time is brought to you by Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey, because game time, when it's game time, it's Tully time. 1:30 this afternoon, Yankees wrapping up their series with the Angels. That means Dan Grassa is in today for Michael K. Tullamore Dew is the original triple distilled, triple blended, triple cask matured Irish whiskey. Be sure to grab a Tullamore Dew or try the new Tullamore Dew Honey during today's action. Glasses up to enjoying Tullamore Dew responsibly. So here's the question to you, my friends. Is this a Cat series? Is this series more of a referendum on Karl Anthony Towns or Mike Brown? 800-919-3776, 800-919-ESPN. We are opening the phone lines right now, 800-919-3776. Derek in Hillside has been very patient. Derek, what's going on, dude? How are you?
I'm doing great, guys. How y'all doing today? I wanted to address something that first topic y'all had, because my last job, I was part of what they call a tip pool. So when I got hired, I was working in the kitchen. They told me my pay would be $15 an hour, but with the tip pool, it'll bloom it up to $25. A lot of times that did not happen, and I had to be, the victim of a lot of bad service sometimes, bad tipping. So I did not like the tip pool at all. I feel like, if you work at a job, you're doing food service and anything has to do with customer service, if you work in the back of the house, you should get a certain pay. You work in the front of the house, you should get tipped.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that.
A restaurant.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this is also a restaurant that will have you tip for picking up your order.
Oh, wow.
So this is because, again, with the tip pool, they try to make sure they get that tip pool, hefty enough to try to get everybody paid sufficiently, but it definitely wasn't a model that I liked at all. But back to the sports. Karl, this should definitely be his series. Based on how they played the Hawks that last game, he was trying to be aggressive. He was dominant in that game, had a double-double. You saw what Mitchell Robinson, his impact was off the bench. They're going to definitely beat them up in the paint with this series, and that's where they should win this series ultimately, in the paint.
But tell me this,
Thank
D.
you, guys.
Tell me this, D. Who's the most important person defensively, right? Because it's one thing to score, but you also got to stop people from scoring. Who's the most important defensive player, in your opinion, in this series?
I'm gonna go off the last game. I had said this before. Josh Hart, what he did against Jalen Johnson, really opened up my eyes. Now I don't know if you can really, bank on that for a whole series, but I do look for the Knicks to have Josh Hart on Jalen Johnson, and if anything happens with that, if Jalen Johnson starts, going off, I don't know what the Knicks do, because you could throw OG on him because of the size, but there's so many perimeter weapons that the Hawks do have. So I would say it would be Josh Hart, because that's going to be probably the primary defender on Jalen Johnson, but then it will be Mikal Bridges, because Nickeil Alexander-Walker is going to be the backbreaker for the Knicks if he gets going. Thank you, guys.
Listen, Nickeil Alexander-Walker feels like one of those guys that at the end of the series, you could end up saying, man, we didn't focus enough there. Yeah. And that needs to be just not a non-factor. I don't expect it to be a non-factor, but he can't be the difference in the Knicks, in the Hawks making this a series versus not.
He's averaging 20.
I know. So I know he can score.
He went for, 35 last time? So one of the byproducts. See, that's why I was saying.
It doesn't feel to me like he's a guy, though, that's going to go for 30 any night.
But we know he's going to go for at least 20. And when he gets that 20.
He can get his 20 if he gets it on 20 shots. I'm good with that.
But what I'm saying is, Josh Hart, I forgot how well Josh Hart played because he's got that athleticism and foot speed. He got a lot more foot speed and short area quickness than OG. OG's a big guy, strong, powerful, can stay in front of you, kind of like Ryan Artest. But, Josh Hart has those quick twitch type of muscles, but also he's smaller at 6'6" than Jalen Johnson. But he's strong and built powerful like OG. He's a strong guy. So I forgot about that. But then we know then if that's the case, where do you send OG? Do you put OG on Walker to put tremendous size and just power on him? And what's the cross matchups as well? Because I'll be interested to see how Atlanta decides to match up.
Craig's in Lansing. Craig, what's going on, bud? How are you?
Oh, man, I just heard you guys talking about the tipping and the panhandling at checkout that goes on. Would you like to round up? I'm like, no, man. Let me tell you something. I ain't, even if I was on the Wild West cattle drive, I ain't rounding up nothing. I'll be the cook. Because, can I round down the same dude?
Yeah, let me round down.
Store, they got a little tip jar there. At the at a corner store, I'm like, what do you want to, you good looking? You think you're that good looking? Come on. So, and then here's another one that irks me. People trying to collect your money, take credit for it. How about these guys?
Yes.
For every pair of socks you buy, we will donate a pair of socks. That sounds good on the surface, but if you dive a little deeper, you're like, so wait a minute. You mean I could have 2 pairs of socks, but you're gonna give my pair of socks to someone else and take credit for the donation?
Yeah, I think we're getting a little outrageous there, though. Listen.
Hell no.
You're out a pair of socks. Is that what you're saying?
Speak your piece. He's saying if you can give socks away, me as the paying customer, hey, how about give me buy one, get one free?
Yeah.
How about that? How about that, Dad?
It makes it look good. Let's put it that way. David and Elizabeth, what's up, D? How are you, brother?
What's going on, fellas? How are you?
Good.
For a second, I'm like, you guys ain't answering the phone today? But Tom picked up.
No, we got you. I got John quick today after yesterday.
No, it's all good, man. We family. If I don't wait, then, it shows me special treatment. Which I don't get. So let's get straight to it. Gentlemen, every series is a cat series. Every series is a cat series. He cannot do what Schefter said. No back doors. He needs to be 1A. Even though we know Brunson's 1A, he needs to be 1A. Mm-hmm. It's so crazy, right? I was thinking while you guys were talking, as I was a kid and I was next to my older brother watching playoff basketball, I'm like, I hate this. They keep passing the ball to Shaq and he keeps scoring and nobody can stop him. I need to see that again. Now I understand basketball way better. I need to see that. Demand the ball. Start waving guys off. Start waving for the ball. You need to be dominant. He needs to play like Shaq, just with today's finesse with the shots and all the other techniques that they put into their game. Another player that's just not going to go unnoticed. Bridges, I'm sorry, brother. You better ball up. You better box up. They gave mad draft capital for you, and we're stuck with you with the money. And I'm not going to say you're a bad player because you're good, but some nights you don't show up. I'm sorry. You and Cat, every night, y'all need to be at the top because the point guard, I know he's going to show up. OG, he's going to show up. Mitchell, they're going to show up. But those two guys, I'm sorry, they on the menu. Yo, y'all need to give me productivity.
David, you couldn't be wrong. You couldn't be more right. I mean, they absolutely need to. And listen, to me, it's Cat, period. Ultimately, if he doesn't play the way he's capable of playing, this is going to feel stupidly like a series. And it shouldn't. It shouldn't.
Yeah, every time we get close, give me the ball and one, or give me the ball, get a bucket.
Bart Carlin, ESPN New York, and on the ESPN New York YouTube channel at 800-919-3776. Is this a Cat series, and is this more of a referendum on Cat or on Mike Brown? 800-919-3776.
All right, spring's here, and you know what that means. It's time to get that grill going, and if you're not shopping at Wild Fork Foods, you're doing it all wrong. Right now, you get bacon-wrapped pork rounds for $2 each. $2. That's not normal. And chicken thighs for $2 a pound. That's awesome quality at a great value. Everything's blast frozen, so it actually tastes fresh. You got 7 stores or same-day delivery at wildforkfoods.com. Wild Fork Foods, quality meat, wild prices.
25 a month, 5 whole years. Same sweet number in your ears. Check it in a year, check it in 5. This ain't optimum 5, but price is still alive. 25 a month, 5 whole years. Same sweet number in your ears. Get Optimum famously fast fiber internet. Optimum.com/25 for 5. Or call 8884-OPTIMUM. Terms apply. See Optimum.com for details.
Life is motion, but for Jaime, debilitating pain in both hips brought everything, including family time, to a halt.
Every doctor told me the same thing. They would do one hip at a time.
At White Plains Hospital, Dr. Jacob Totka's unique expertise provided an alternate approach by replacing both of Jaime's hips on the same day.
In just 2 hours, I got 2 new hips, and I went home that day.
White Plains Hospital, among the best hospitals anywhere that just so happens to be here. A member of the Montefiore Health System.
Monkey Sports, built by players for players, is your one-stop shop for hockey, baseball, lacrosse, and more. Find top-name equipment and expert in-store services like sharpening, break-ins, and relacing. Shop in-store at Monkey Sports in Farmingdale or Woodbridge, or online for all the top brands. Whatever your sports, Monkey Sports gets you game ready fast. Monkey Sports, where athletes shop.
At City Harvest, we believe no New Yorker has to go hungry. With your help, we're on the road 365 days a year, rescuing over 77 million pounds of nutritious food and delivering it free to millions of New Yorkers, transforming surplus food into sustenance, sustainability, and smiles, rallying thousands of New Yorkers to power a network of nourishment across our city. One day, one meal, and one New Yorker at a time. That's how we feed good.
Wow, that's a lot of distractions. Why don't you just focus on the road?
Relax, I'm a great driver.
What about other drivers? Not everyone's a great driver.
I can watch out for them. I'll be fine.
Watch out! In 2023, more than 3,200 people died due to distracted drivers. Keep your eyes on the road. This message brought to you by the New York State Governor's Traffic Safety Committee.
Chris Carlin with you. Glad to be joined right now by Taylor Canfield. He is the U.S. Sail GP team driver. And we are all getting ready for the Mubadala New York Sail Grand Prix coming up at the end of May. Taylor, how we doing?
Yeah, we're excited for the home event in New York. And, can't wait to be there and racing in front of all the fans.
Tell us why fans should be excited for the Mubadala New York Sail Grand Prix.
The racing is just so exhilarating coming in and watching it from the shoreline of Governor's Island and in front of the Statue of Liberty, racing in one of, the biggest, most amazing cities in the world. I'm getting the goosebumps just talking about it. And, these boats are, the fastest boats in the world, racing, with the best sailors in the world. It's really cool. And it's going to be so electric in New York. And it's our home event this year. So we're pumped.
We are pumped as well. Taylor, we appreciate your time. He is U.S. Sail GP team driver, Taylor Canfield. We're looking forward to the Mubadala New York Sail Grand Prix coming at the end of May. Taylor, thanks.
Evan Cohen here. You know the feeling when a candidate just stands out. Not just their resume, but their energy. They're eager, engaged, and you know they want the role. That makes a difference. If you're hiring, you want a candidate who's passionate, but you can't get that insight from a resume unless you post your job on ZipRecruiter. Their matching technology finds qualified candidates fast, and ZipRecruiter has a new feature that shows you the most interested qualified candidates first. Try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/sports. That's ZipRecruiter.com/sports.
We all know winning means showing up stronger, faster, better than before. And when you're chasing that edge, The Drop by GNC cuts through the noise, bringing you the best new innovations in sports nutrition and performance. From muscle building and strength support to improved recovery and focus, we curate the newest drops from GNC Amp, Pro Performance, and Mega Min. Plus, Ghost, Raw Nutrition, Bucked Up, and the top new brands changing the game. No guesswork, just leveling up. Check out The Drop by GNC for what's new, what works, and what's next.
Yeah, man, it was shocking the block. That's right. Hustling. I know. Oh, man, the worst of this song. Oh, Leo, you on one today, baby. I ask that question every day to this instrumental. Baby girl, you gon' a knot. Yeah, baby. Shout out to Cameron, who came in my space and took all the money. $100 million for, what is it? It Is What It Is? Oh, It Ain't What It Ain't. What's the name of their podcast? Never mind.
I thought it says It Is What It Is, I thought.
Yeah. It is what it is.
Joe Leo getting grilled this morning, too, by the way. That was a little unnecessary, getting grilled by Dave and Rick about, what his future plans are with his girlfriend.
Damn.
Yeah.
They put the squeeze on you like that, Shay?
It's been a thing for about a year now. Tied to.
Okay, but, why do we need to add pressure to you? We don't need to do that.
Especially not from the bros.
No. Are any of the, like I said earlier.
How old are you, Brody?
28.
Ah, man.
Are they in your pocket?
Bruh.
They understand, the two of them have been living on the Gold Coast for their entire lives. Right. They don't understand what life's like right now and trying to make things happen.
Brother, enjoy your 20s, man. Start making decisions like 35. You know what I'm saying? Rock out with your socks out right now, man.
He's with the young woman long term, right?
But that's fine. I'm saying enjoy. You know what I'm saying? No pressure. You know what I'm saying? Because she's going to start giving you pressure, and they're going to start giving you pressure around 32, 33. Women start saying, oh, where's this going? What do we got? Then you got to ask her all those questions. Is she what's her nationality?
Chinese and Jewish.
Okay. That's a hell of a combination.
Yeah, it is.
But, yeah, it won't be until 32 when they trying to start saying, all women at biological clock be like, hey, what we doing? You know what I'm saying? Until then, you got 4 years to not have that type of pressure. Now, you need to start preparing for it a little bit, you know what I'm saying, in case you want to make the right move or the move that you think that you want to make. You start planning for it. But it's nothing like that part of the relationship when it's just the I love you, I'm with you, it's carefree, before it's like, oh, well, where are we going to live? What's the mortgage? All that blah, blah, blah. That's get heavy. Right now, y'all just light, man. Just keep it light right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm with you. You my girl. We going to go on vacation. We going to hang out. We going to have fun. We ain't got to be worried about no babies, where we going to live. Let's find a house together. Let's get married. Nah, man. 4 years, man, before she going to start.
You had did you have this? I had the different waves of people getting married. I had the people who got married right around 22, 23, right out of college. Then I had wave 2, which was right around 27, 28.
Yep. And then you got the late bloomers.
And then you got me.
Yeah.
Wave 3.
Exactly.
I got married at 34.
Okay. So here's the funny part. That's what I'm saying. You were around the 34 part. How many from the 22 by the time you got 34 was already out? See what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying?
Joe.
You see what I'm saying, Joe Leasy?
Joe, there was a few.
You see what I'm saying, Joe Leasy? So
I can say right now, as I think about the ones who got married at 22, 23,
out.
I got one couple that's still together.
Okay. And they ain't happy. One. You know what I'm saying? Rocking out with their socks up. So here's the thing. Joe Leasy.
They're happy. They're fine.
Okay.
They're up in
allegedly. Allegedly.
No.
So Joe
You've
Leasy.
actually met them, and you might not even remember.
Okay. Joe Leasy. Here, this is what it is, right? Because when you make that decision at 33, 34, you're better equipped emotionally with emotional maturity, right? You know that when you make that decision, 40's right around the corner. You're like, man, I ain't got time to be getting divorced in my 40s and starting over and having to start all over, making my money again, especially when I put my name on this house with this lady. And now I'm going to sit up in a 2-bedroom apartment while she living the life of luxury off my dime. See, so you'll be better equipped to say, okay, is this what I really want? But when you do it early, it's not that emotional maturity. You still got things that you want to do. You still got friends in your 20s that's doing stuff that you know is crazy. Hey, man, it's crazy, man. We about to go down here to Miami on Memorial Day, man. You got to come down. Remember Sheila? She going to be down. All that. Bro. You know what I'm saying? you can survive your mistakes at your 20s, baby. Can't survive the mistakes in your mid-30s to the early 40s.
To answer your original question, Chris, it's for this content. That's the reason why they've been growing.
No, I understand that, but there is, as Black Metronome points out on the chat, there's a nastiness to what they do to you here. I want, and I'm not bringing it up for content here. I'm bringing it up more as like, we're not going to treat you like that. We're not putting pressure on you. You do you. All right.
I'm putting the opposite of pressure on you. I'm giving you a pass.
I've been in the Rothenberg pressure cooker since I've been hired here, so it's fine. I'm used to this.
I did watch the beginning of Old School was on last night.
Yeah.
And I watched for like the first 5 minutes. Vince Vaughn's up there. You need to get out of here right now. Yeah. real good job.
Yeah, man.
One for the rest of your life. What are you doing?
Yo, we ain't saying Vince Vaughn. What did he do something to piss off Hollywood?
He's still around. He's just doing smaller projects.
I'm saying, but every once in a while you get that label of being hard to work with. Like we ain't seen. It's been too long since we've seen a Vince Vaughn. He was a darling.
He was
coming up from Old School. Then he did the one with where they were dating and
Wedding Crashers.
Yes, Wedding Crashers.
Well, there was also the one with Jennifer Aniston.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, the breakup.
Right.
Yeah.
Did Hollywood break up with him? Because we ain't seen him around in a minute, man.
He's doing other things. He did 1 year of the True Detective. Did that. He's on something new.
If I see him on the Tubi thing, I know that he pissed some people off. If I see him on the Tubi, if I see him on a Tyler Perry movie, we know he ain't messed up.
Yeah, if he's on Tubi, it's an issue. It's an issue. But I still think he's doing okay.
All right. Like Hollywood is a finicky thing, man. One day you're in, you don't see Blair Underwood around no more.
I'll tell you what, though, when you do, still a good-looking man.
Nah, he's amazing. He should.
Dude has not aged since L.A. Law.
Man, he is doing Lincoln commercial, which is a good gig. I ain't knocking him on that. But what I'm saying is he should have been Denzel. He's just as good of an actor, in my opinion, and he looks better than Denzel. No, did he?
Arnold Cantor on the chat. I'm 75. I've been married 51 years. What the hell are you all giving advice about?
Hold up.
Dial it back, son.
Hold up, brother.
Right, I'll call you son, even though you're 75.
But hold up, pops. I'm 21 years in, B.
I'm 19 in.
So what you talking about, B? What you talking about? I'm 21 years in, B. Don't just talk to me like that, B.
Combined, we're more in than you are.
Yeah, B.
Are we? Actually, the same. Or 1 year less. Anyway, but you get the point.
Listen, he grew up in a time when you had to get married. Nobody told you to shoot up the club and then pop come with that shotgun. We call that the shotgun wedding.
Yeah, but at the same time, my parents got married mid-20s. 5 kids in 6 years, 6.5 years. What the hell are you doing? What's wrong? Why were you thinking about that? And then me 8 years later, which clearly
I'm telling you, you were a drunken night.
Absolutely. I know I was.
Yeah. It must have been his birthday or something.
I've told you.
Was it his birthday? When is his birthday and when were you born?
His birthday's January 12th. My birthday is in September, so not quite. It was an early birthday present, put it that way.
It's about right.
Might have been.
January is.
Well, I'll say this, though.
We don't know if you were full term.
All of my brothers and my sister were all born within 3 months, all born September, October, November.
He went on a karate shooting spree.
I'm just picturing my dad and Antonio Cromartie having a conversation.
I feel you, brother. I've been there.
I could see that conversation of somebody asking my dad, what are the names of all your kids again? And him not being able to come up with one or two.
Craig, Kurt.
What's the fat one's name?
Yeah.
Chris, I think.
Baby Buddha.
As Bart
Hey, shout out. It was Cromartie's birthday, I think, yesterday, too, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah.
How old is he now? Why did
know.
I even ask that? What do I care?
Yeah, I don't know. Cromartie has to be probably, I would say, 39, 40.
Antonio Cromartie. Again, your season of Hard Knocks was by far the greatest ever.
Right. 42. That's what I'm saying. They pales. Listen, we were great entertainers. You know what I'm saying?
Were.
All that other stuff, like the Kansas City with the 1-inch step, and then the fat dude from Cleveland, when every time he talk, his tummy moves.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man. Let's go get a damn snack. We had to fight there. You know what I'm saying?
I got Tannenbaum trying to field punts.
We had to shake weights. Come on, man. We had classic moments, baby. I would say ours and the original one with the Ravens with Goose and them in there when they made fun of Ray and Goose and Shannon Sharp. Those are the two greatest Hard Knocks in the history of the franchise.
Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York.
You know the rush when you reach that goal, when something you've worked for pays off. That's success. At University of Maryland Global Campus, we believe you should never stop chasing it. That's why we offer a skills-based education that helps move your career forward. Learn how to apply emerging technologies like AI and data science. Build your leadership and critical thinking skills. Apply now and save with no application fee. Classes start May 13th. Learn more at umgc.edu. Certified to operate in Virginia by Chev.
Breaking news for your home. Wayday. Wayfair's big sale is almost here, and you can score the best deals in home. Like up to 80% off everything home. Yes, you heard that right. 80% off with free shipping on everything. Plus surprise flash deals all Wayday long. We're talking outdoor furniture and essentials, rugs, and more. All at Wayfair, and all up to 80% off during Wayday. Shop Wayfair's Wayday from April 25th through 27th.
Wayfair, every style, every home.
NBA fans, listen up. You can enter FanDuel's Play-In Palooza for a chance to win a share of $2 million in bonus bets every day of the Play-In tournament. All you have to do is place a live bet using your Play-In Palooza token. Then you'll automatically be entered for a chance to win a share of $2 million in bonus bets. So don't just watch the NBA Play-In tournament from the sidelines. Visit FanDuel.com/local to get in on the action. And don't forget to enter FanDuel's Play-In Palooza for a chance to win a share of $2 million in bonus bets. Play your game with FanDuel, official sportsbook partner of the NBA. 21 plus and physically present in New York. No purchase necessary. Opt-in required. Limit one entry. Profit Boost bonus issued as non-withdrawable Profit Boost token. Prizes issued as non-withdrawable bonus bets, which expire 7 days after receipt. For help with a gambling problem, call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369.
Ox Spine at New York Presbyterian delivers personalized spine care for every stage of your journey. From physical therapists to surgeons, our expert team works together to provide you with complete back and neck care, from diagnosis to treatment and recovery. With 15 locations across New York City and Westchester, get the expert spine care you need at Ox Spine at New York Presbyterian. Find a doctor at nyp.org/oxspine.
Gold and silver prices are soaring and near all-time highs. If you want to get cash in your hands for your old jewelry, now is the time. Get the most competitive prices at the Estates Roadshow. Old rings, chains, and even broken jewelry. Don't wait. Cash in while gold and silver are hot. 4 locations this week: Paramus, Staten Island, Old Bridge, and Toms River. Bring your gold, silver, coins, diamonds, and watches. Even broken pieces, and get cash on the spot. There's never been a better time to sell. No appointments, no fees, no pressure. Just friendly, professional buyers with over 35 years in the business. Go to the Estates Roadshow Monday through Friday in Paramus at the Courtyard by Marriott, Staten Island at the Hilton Garden Inn, and Friday through Tuesday in Old Bridge at TMT Cash for Gold. The bright yellow building on Route 9 South in Toms River, corner of Route 37 and Hooper Avenue. For more info, follow Estates Roadshow on Facebook or go to tmtcashforgold.com.
As America's #1 motorcycle insurer, Progressive has your back.
Oh, like if I need a replacement part?
Sure, we can help with that.
Ah, nice. Hey, I just entered this online contest for coolest bike in the world. You think maybe you could vote for me?
Actually, we just do insurance, not popularity contests.
Yeah, I know. But what's your email? I'll just send you the link real quick. You can vote like 100 times a day. They'll never know.
To be clear, Progressive has your back for insurance only. So get a quote and see if you can save.
So what I'm hearing is there's a little bit of wiggle room.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, covered subject to policy terms, limits, and conditions.
We all know winning means showing up stronger, faster, better than before. And when you're chasing that edge, the Drop by GNC cuts through the noise, bringing you the best new innovations in sports nutrition and performance. From muscle building and strength support to improved recovery and focus, we curate the newest drops from GNC Amp, Pro Performance, and Mega Min. Plus, Ghost, Raw Nutrition, Bucked Up, and the top new brands changing the game. No guesswork, just leveling up. Check out the Drop by GNC for what's new, what works, and what's next.
Now through April 23rd, get to Floor & Decor's flagship store in Brooklyn at 850 3rd Avenue. Enter the Design Your Day with K sweepstakes presented by Floor & Decor. Discover unmatched selection, unbelievable prices, plus standout looks in tile, wood, stone, and more. Explore fresh ideas, find your inspiration, and see real people, real projects. The Design Your Day with K sweepstakes, only at Floor & Decor in Brooklyn. Now through April 23rd. Visit ESPNNewYork.com for full details and rules.
Bart Carlin, ESPN New York, and on the ESPN New York YouTube channel, where you can leave your comments and get involved in the program, as well as at 800-919-3776. We have spoken quite a bit today about the Knicks as they get ready for the playoff series with the Hawks that begins on Saturday at 6 o'clock. And that game is on Prime, as we have talked about extensively. 3 of the first 5 games on Prime. The other 2 are going to be on NBC. But we also have the NBA or the NFL draft to get into more and more each day. We talked earlier to Jordan Raanan about the whole Dexter Lawrence situation, but had a couple more conversations with people about leading up to the draft. Our coverage is going to be on ESPN Radio to be on 1050 next week. Starting, of course, on Thursday, Friday, Saturday. We've got every entire pick of the draft right here on ESPN Radio. It'll be myself, Mike Tannenbaum, Ian Fitzsimmons, Jordan Reed, who we're going to have on the show tomorrow to break down all the prospects in the draft and what the Jets and Giants could be doing. And also, we've got Max Starks from the Steelers, the former Pittsburgh Steeler and Super Bowl champion analyst, who's going to be there as well. So we've got a lot there.
Man, first of all, I see this is one of the guys that I've had to forgive, right? Because you talking about being part of a hated rivalry. I don't know. I still haven't seen Hines Ward. When he was a coach for the Jets, I didn't go over there because the hate was so bad. You know what I'm saying? Just Hines Ward, one of the guys that you would love as a teammate and you hate as an opponent. And, Max Starks, once again, one of the best left tackles we had to go against. And he was a cheat code. 6'8". You talk about who's the guy from Jawan Taylor? You think he was offsides? Yeah. Man, come on, man. I'm like, ref, come on, man. I gotta take 3 steps to even get it to where this dude is at. This dude legs so far back, he leaning forward. Like, bro, this dude 3 yards in the backfield.
You do what you got to do. As long as they're not gonna call it, that's what you do.
That's why we held his ass and let him go.
It's funny you mentioned.
Ref, they hold it.
All right,
nope.
So I've got a few more nuggets for you.
Yeah.
All right. Of just talking to people and to know about different players and where they could fit and how they could fit Jets, Giants related. First of all, just because you just brought it up, I don't even know if you knew this. Hines Ward has been on the Arizona State staff the last couple of years.
Yeah, I know.
And he has had apparently a major influence on Jordan Tyson.
I keep up with my ops. I know he's been there with Jordan Tyson. He's going to 10 with him in Pittsburgh. Yeah.
Boy, you just can't even bring yourself to say anything good about Hines Ward.
You know how many years? We had an open contract out on Hines Ward for 8 years. Finally, Jared Johnson caught him slipping. Like, I can remember times where it was like we weren't in the playoffs and they were in the playoffs, and Tomlin come to me like, hey, Bart, nah, we ain't going to do it today, baby.
I'm sorry, you telling me Bounty Gate was not a just standalone event?
That was for everybody.
How much did Jared Johnson get for taking out Hines Ward?
I don't even remember. I think I was gone when he got him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, because he almost you remember he almost decapitated Ed Reed, caught him slipping on the pillback when Ed Reed wasn't looking. Had Ed Reed on the ground. You know what I'm saying? Twerking like a Luke dancer. You know what I'm saying? Then he would always peel back. Remember, they put that rule in just because of him, because he broke Keith Rivers' jaw. Like, he wasn't looking. Like, the dude head is like yours. You and Hines Ward got the same head. You know what I'm saying? His body just only little. Then he was like a little chunky little dude, too. He never had no speed. You know what I'm saying? He would just peel back and come into, like, where the Lions was at, and then he'd go back out, and he got that little smile. You know what I'm saying? And you just want to choke the hell out of him. You know what I'm saying? You know, put him in a DDT. But, you know what I mean?
Put some respect on his name. Super Bowl MVP Hines Ward.
Yeah, okay. Whatever. I know. I'm
should be in Canton, Hines Ward.
I don't know about Canton.
Oh, I know about Canton.
I don't know about Canton, but he was really, really good. And, you know, the fact that he was limited as a route runner and, you know, as far as he wasn't a fast guy, he was just a guy that knew how to get open, knew how to make big plays, and he was just tough as hell, man. I mean, he was the first guy I ever saw that would come up there and lead in the run game. Like, they would, like, run to him, and you would think it was a joke. But if you had man-to-man coverage on Hines Ward, he comes to the backfield, and then he goes through. He's just leading up on your corner, and he going to destroy your corner, and your corner's in the way and the running back just able to bounce off of him.
Yeah.
Right? So, like, he was great with that, man. So, if that kid, Jordan Tyson, has been mentored and he has half the toughness as Hines Ward, then, I mean, you would be dumb not to take him first or second off the board.
Okay, one thing that I have been really kind of wrestling with around the draft and the Jets is if you are sitting at 16, because I've seen different projections with the Jets at 16 having a choice between an Omar Cooper Jr. As a receiver or the tight end, Kenyon Sadiq. Now, if Sadiq is sitting there at 16, this guy is listed as a weapon, right? Because he is lined up in every position as a receiver. He is a tight end by trade, also can block. We've talked about all the good physical attributes, but I just want to read you something from a coach I spoke to yesterday whose team went up against Sadiq this past year, okay? I had seen it. This is an offensive coach, okay? So it's not somebody that had to game plan for Sadiq, but it's an offensive coach. So he said, I had seen him on some crossover tape. In other words, I'm watching tape of another team's defense, and he's playing them. TV didn't do him justice. When he walked out on the field and I was standing next to him, I looked up and I said, are you kidding me? That's just the tight end? That's the model. Speed, quickness, hands. If you're that athletic, you're going to have a ridiculous amount of value. He is bigger and faster than Brock Bowers, bigger and thicker than Kyle Pitts.
Yeah, because he's not as tall as Kyle Pitts. He's, what, 6'3",
6'2"?
No, he's 6'3".
6'3"?
Yeah, he's 6'3", 6'3 and a half. I mean, that's a legitimate argument to have, right? And it depends.
I think the Jets should lean more in that direction as opposed to just a decent receiver when receiver is one of the deepest positions in the draft.
I just don't know if Mekhi Lemon is there. It's
a discussion.
If you take him. Now, if Mekhi Lemon if it's between Cooper, in my opinion, and Sadiq,
it's not a discussion.
Yeah, it's not a discussion at all. If it's Denzel Boston,
it's not a discussion.
If it's Concepcion,
it's not a discussion.
Right. Now, because I think the Jets feel like if they get him at 16, that at 44, if they don't have to move up to get him, if at 44 he's still there, right? Because we think that maybe Kansas City takes him, but maybe Kansas City takes a receiver because
or a corner if they take they take the best corner because they don't have any corners,
right? Or a receiver because we don't know what's going on with Rashee Rice and all his off the field issues could be suspended again, right? So you might want to get a big body, but the Jets if they let's say they decide to go Sadiq, right? And they get Sadiq, I wouldn't be upset with Bailey, Sadiq. Then let's just say a guy like Banks at 33, or a guy like Peter Woods at 33. Because we talked to Yates yesterday. He said D tackle should be there. So if I got my pass rusher, then I go out and get another young defensive tackle that they said could maybe be like Chris Jones. If I get Banks, and then at 44, I go get a guy like Chris Basil. Or, you go out and you get Chris Bell, who would have been a higher first-round draft pick at 6'2", and you get him because he's coming off the ACL surgery. I mean, you got a receiver, you got a crazy attacking, you got a guy that can play in the slot but be playing Tiger personnel and Sadiq because he can play slot. He's played slot, but he's a tight end, so that means if you put a nickel out there on him because he's a slot receiver, he's 6'3", and you just said how he's built. He going to body slam the hell out of your nickel. We just going to run behind him.
Okay, so now I got this on Ty Simpson. If you're tell me what you think about this, okay? And I know you're not high on Simpson to begin with.
I'm just not high on any quarterback. It's nothing personal against Simpson.
No. So this is from somebody that spent time on his staff where Simpson at Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Very talented guy. In 2023, there was the possibility he was going to start. But he was a guy who was still young at the time as a redshirt freshman. He would look up and see Milroe. And, you know, if Milroe's having a good series, he would put a lot of pressure on himself in practice to go and practice well and do that. So he would press on himself. He took big swings every day. Great kid, had 4 different offensive coordinators, but the system was all pretty similar. Very rocked up. My question would be this. What's the poise going to be? He spent a lot of time under duress. If things go bad, how will he handle it? Because the scrutiny at Alabama is pretty heavy. So it's not like going, you can look at it and say, going from Alabama to the Jets, for instance, well, the pressure completely changes. No, there's a ton of pressure at Alabama. Very smart, football savvy. His teammates will absolutely love him. So what do you think about hearing that? I mean, a guy that back then, this is a few years ago, would put a lot of pressure on himself during practice, constantly kind of comparing himself to Milroe, the guy in front of him.
Yeah, but man, this is New York. I understand that, Alabama, a lot of pressure. Nick Saban post-career, Nick Saban expectations to maintain the level of excellence. Man, it's New York, man. I've seen this city swallow up more people than a Loch Ness Monster, right? So I need somebody, and the fact for me that, he put pressure on himself in practice, but, man, how much pressure was on him in the game, the fact that he's only got 15 starts. I'm just looking at the fact that I got 3 first-round draft picks next year. And I have an opportunity to see where this team is at and know that, hey, I don't have to rush. Geno's not the greatest quarterback, but he shouldn't be hopefully he won't be a liability, right? And maybe I take a swing at seeing if I can find my Brock Purdy with a what's your guy from Miami?
Carson Beck
or Klubnik or Neymar. What's his name?
Nussmeier. I'll tell you, the guy would not go near, just talking to a lot of people, would not go near Drew Aller.
Come on, man. He looks like a lotto stud. The next Kerry Collins, baby.
That's what everybody says. Bart Carlin, ESPN New York. Chris Carlin with you. Glad to be joined right now by Taylor Canfield. He is the U.S. Sail GP team driver. And we are all getting ready for the Mubadala New York Sail Grand Prix coming up at the end of May. Taylor, how we doing?
Yeah, we're excited for the home event in New York. And, can't wait to be there and racing in front of all the fans.
Now, what is your role as driver of the U.S. Sail GP team?
So as a driver, you kind of have 2 different roles. One is trying to help make sure that the boat is going, as fast as you can around the racetrack. And then in addition to that, it's kind of the decision maker on board and, using the information that I'm getting from the whole team and the coach booth to kind of make those split-second decisions around the racetrack.
It sounds like an awesome atmosphere. What's the energy going to be like sailing right at New York City?
There's no better feeling racing in front of the home crowd, representing our country and hearing their cheering through our headsets that we have on board is, it gives me the chills just thinking about it. So we're pumped.
We're looking forward to the Mubadala New York Sail Grand Prix coming at the end of May. Taylor, thanks.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today. 1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 877-CARS-4-KIDS to speak to a friendly live agent. Donation is super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Go to carsforkids.org now, or call 877-CARS-4-KIDS to donate your car today.
1-877 Cars for Kids.
real estate, too. Go to carsforkids.org. That's cars with a K.
My name is Christine, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, was a healthy 34-year-old, and 3 months later, he was gone. Thankfully, he had life insurance. Ethos made it so easy. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. 100% online, no medical exam. Life insurance didn't take away the loss, but it did give us the space to just grieve.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. Ethos.com/game. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Adam Schefter here. Did you know the average employer sorts through about 250 resumes for one job opening? Well, if you're hiring, here's good news. You can now review resumes and applications faster thanks to ZipRecruiter. With ZipRecruiter's new feature, qualified candidates who are very interested in your job show up at the top of your list. No wonder ZipRecruiter is the #1 rated hiring site based on G2. Try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/sports. That's ZipRecruiter.com/sports.
ESPN New York, now streaming live on YouTube. Subscribe today and watch the show. WHSQ and WCBS-FM HD2, New York. Bart Scott.
What the hell?
Chris Carlin.
Take a hike. We're good.
This is Bart and Carlin.
Buckle your chin strap. We about to bang.
On ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
That's right. Noon o'clock. Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York. And on the ESPN New York YouTube channel. 800-919-3776. 800-919-ESPN. And leave your comments in the ESPN New York YouTube chat over on the YouTube channel. Carlin, stop with Sadiq from Sid. Ravens have open eyes on him. We need him bad in Baltimore. Listen, I don't expect Sadiq to be at 16, to be clear. I don't.
Fanu,
Ravens need offensive linemen.
Yeah, come on, man. Like, let's keep it real. Like, you had a major void, a major hole at guard. Now you have a hole at center. You brought back Simpson because Falele was so horrible. Like, you need to get a guy like Fanu to be able to come out there and be your right tackle or maybe your right guard at worst case scenario. You don't have the pieces that you need to run the ball and support Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson running for his life because the interior pressure was right up in his face all last year.
Bart, it's noon. What does that mean?
It's the power hour. See?
Ow.
No, I'm showing you I can do it. Because you
showed the whole vocal range.
Because you got mad when I was low, saying that's cheating, but going low is just as hard because that's the baritone. Some nights like this. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
But it sounded more yesterday. It didn't sound like going low. It just sounded like, like you were mailing it in.
Papa was a rolling stone.
What a great song that is.
But you know what's crazy about that story?
Wherever he laid his head,
you're young,
was his home.
Because I know you young.
And
young,
when
so
he
young.
died,
right? So do you know? So it was
all he left me was alone.
What do you say? It was the 3rd of November. Or was it what day of November? I forget. But this is the thing, Leo. This is how crazy they try and get emotion out of singers. Do you know what that song was about? Right? Papa was a Rolling Stone, right?
Yep.
The guy Dennis that replaced David Ruffin, who was the lead singer, he got kicked out because he became a Devo and they voted him off and all that stuff. You know, that's the day his daddy died for real.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yes. I don't know if Smokey wrote that song. He's like, yo, man, it's the day my daddy died for real. He was pissed off. And that's where the emotion came from. They pissed him off. That's the day his daddy died for real.
Wow.
And his daddy was a Rolling Stone. You know, back in the day, every family, every head of household had 2 families. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy because it usually was in the same neighborhood. You're like, damn, them kids around the corner kind of look like, y'all kind of look alike. You didn't even know, for real, I swear to God. You didn't even know, like, you were playing with your brother or you were playing with your cousin. Like, because the dude, they ain't go too far. You know what I'm saying? Because I guess they had to be able to run over here, creep, then run over here and creep back. Like, my nephew.
So it wasn't one of those cases where they had a family in Canada.
Nah. It wasn't Bartolo Colon who had a family in the Heights, you know what I'm saying, and had a family here, you know what I'm saying? But, like, for real, back in the day, like, that's what it was. Like, dudes had multiple families and everybody knew, but nobody could prove it because nobody could afford DNA testing. But, yeah, that's the day that his dad actually died. And I don't know if Smokey wrote the song, but, yeah, the guy, Dennis, that was the day his daddy really died, and he was pissed off that they wrote the song, but he sung it anyway because he needed a check.
Here's the other thing. I just I listened to the whole thing, not the song, but the whole thing you're talking about. That just sounds exhausting. Like you're trying to keep up appearances on every front, man. That sounds exhausting.
Hey, you ain't going to give me none tonight? All right. I'm going to the store. Going to the store, get some milk.
Bart Carlin on ESPN New York. Noon on Thursday also means high noon.
It's high noon.
Some of the best production work you've ever heard.
Sam Chisholm. My name's Sam Chisholm.
High noon every Thursday. 3 questions. We disagree. Let's see where we come out on the other end. And we start right here.
Round 1, fight! A decision must be made right now. Who are the Jets and Giants drafting at picks 2 and 5?
For me, no-brainer. Bailey and the Giants, I believe, is probably going to be Caleb Downs. But I think if Love is there, ain't no love in the heart of the city, you grab him. No way you let a talented player like that go by.
I don't think they're taking him. I don't think
if
they're
he's
taking
there,
him.
no, if he's there.
If he's there, I don't think they're taking him.
Man, they're going to pass him up. Hardball.
This is what I'm saying.
Greg Roman.
Well, for me, at 2, I'm with you. As much as Arvell Reese has been described as a guy that is a defensive coordinator's dream to me and somebody that can be moved around a lot, the Jets need somebody who is an established pass rusher, and David Bailey is that. 14.5 sacks last season, tied for the lead in the country, was absolutely ridiculous at Texas Tech. From all accounts, a very good character guy and somebody that's just a pure pass rusher. So if I'm the Jets, that's what I'm doing with David Bailey. Then at the Giants, at number 5, I'm right now, Sonny Styles. I'm going Sonny Styles because the more I hear about Sonny Styles as opposed to the other players on that defense, I told you yesterday, I heard he was the brains of the operation, number 1. But number 2, this is what one of their coaches said to me yesterday. The guy's a giant, running sideline to sideline like Ray Lewis.
I would say
that's a lot.
I would say like Carlos Dansby because Ray Lewis was a micro mini pimp. He was only 6 feet.
Right.
So the fact that he's running around and he's so massive.
Well, he just meant with the speed.
Yeah, Carlos Dansby.
Unbelievably talented, effortlessly runs around and hits people.
Yeah.
Effortlessly runs around and hits people. The Giants could absolutely use a player like that. That's a tone setter.
But that's assuming I think, in my opinion, that means that Tennessee takes Love and takes the decision out of Harbaugh's hands. So it's going to be Sonny Styles or Caleb Downs, I think, is the decision.
I say either way, Jeremiah Love's not a Giant. Either way.
Okay.
Either way.
Okay.
Round 2, fight! Will Bart start to panic about the Mets before his 20-day window comes to an end?
They got a couple series coming up. I know they got the Rockies up in there. They got the Twins up in there. And I believe who they have next? The Cubbies?
Yeah.
Yeah. If they only win one with the Cubs and win one, yeah, I'm gonna start. Yeah. I mean, how am I answer if I'm gonna panic? I know if I'm a panic or not. And if I'm not, I'm going to make myself right. I'm going to fake panic so I can be right. How am I even involved in this whole question about myself? Now I'm all confused because I'm questioning myself and I don't know myself.
Well, here's what I'll tell you.
I need some help.
I say you don't panic, and here's why. I'm not saying the Mets are definitively going to get right.
Yeah.
But I could see them over this stretch playing a very down-the-middle stretch of baseball where, let's say, over a 12-game period.
2 games over 500?
Yeah. Something like that where they go... they go like 7-5 over 12 games. And you'll be like, okay.
That's a net positive.
But it's a net positive. That's the problem. If you're using the word net in any of that discussion, that's a bigger problem. Like if that's not an 8-4 or a 9-3, that should really set the tone for me about what the discussion is. I think the Mets will not make you panic, but they should be making you panic because right now, this is just atrocious. This is so bad to watch. And I know it's Ohtani last night. I don't care. You can't do anything right now. And that's a team that is not spending a whole lot more money than you are. We can say what we want to say about the Dodgers. They're spending a ton. So are the Mets.
Yeah, if they didn't defer Ohtani's contract, Ohtani on the books making $1 million. Man, get the hell out of here. They ain't spending more money than me. Man, Ohtani making $60 million. They ain't even got on the books for this year.
If Grandma had, you know what?
Round 3, fight! What is the best comedy movie sequel?
Oh, now this comes out of the news that Spaceballs 2 will be coming out. Now, we knew it was being made, but we've seen the first teaser for it from Mel Brooks. 2027 is when it will be coming out. Spaceballs 2.
Who the hell playing John Candy? They got to find a fat, funny guy.
I know. That's a problem.
It better be a skinny guy, man.
I don't disagree, and it's a major problem for me who's going to play the John Candy role.
Jack Black.
Of Barf. Is Jack Black be his kid? Something like that?
Yeah,
be Barf's kid?
Yeah, Jack Black.
I don't know.
Jack Black probably has to be. He's the only fat dude that's funny enough. I mean, the Mall Blark guy, he's too
Kevin
aggressive.
James.
Yeah, he's too aggressive in his funniness.
All right. Well, I'll look that up. But in the meantime, what's the best comedy sequel?
That's tough, man, because I need prep time. I don't know if it was a comedy, but, you can go Beverly Hills Cop 2.
Oh, absolutely. That's a comedy.
But it's supposed to be, he made it to be a serious detective book.
I understand, but it still was, listen, why do we love it? Because it's also very funny.
Yeah, I'll probably, just off the top of my head, because I can't. Oh, never mind. Sorry. Friday after next.
I was going to say,
but
next
that's
Friday or Friday after next?
That's the third one, though.
Yeah.
So we can't.
That's okay. You can see, a sequel's still a third one. It doesn't have to be the second one.
Okay. I mean, Damon and Cat Williams, come on, man. Bravo.
So next Friday is not
Friday
as good as Friday after next.
No, Friday after next, man, with Cat Williams. Pimpin'. You were just going to take it. I'm a boy, Damon.
I would say, I mean, I could tell you right off the bat, Caddyshack 2 was the worst freaking movie I've ever seen in my life. I was so angry they even made it.
Listen, Coming to America 2 wasn't too far in front of it, behind it.
The problem is there aren't a lot of really good ones. I mean,
just come on over to the Friday side, baby.
Again, this is going to be
what was your
heresy.
antennas
Bart,
when they was robbing me?
Bart, I haven't seen any of the Friday movies.
Man, that's blasphemous.
I know. I'm disappointed in myself to say that.
Chris Carlin does not like black people. No, just do the Kanye West.
Airplane 2 was pretty good, but they're taking a jet to the sun.
For you, what about
Hangover Part 2?
No.
Nah.
The Hangovers was funny though when Mike Tyson was in there. You know what I'm saying? But what about to your point, Mike Myers?
Which one? The Wayne's World?
No, Mike Myers. No, the Mini-Me.
Austin Powers.
Yeah.
Yeah, listen, Austin Powers is right up there. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. Like, both of the ones that followed.
When he had him in a onesie, like when he was sitting in front, fat bastard, lost all his weight.
You don't know how long I was dealing with those jokes for. How many people would look at me.
Get in my belly.
And say that. And point to that thing. Get in my belly. And they're talking to me like, yeah.
I think we came up with two pretty good ones. Now,
Joe Leo, I'll let you chime in here. What are you? I want your opinion. Best sequel comedy.
Just off the top of my head, I have to go Ace Ventura.
Yeah, When Nature Calls.
Yes.
That's solid.
Nah, I never saw the second one.
Yeah, that was good. What I'm not going to be.
Mask 2 was horrible.
What? Mask 2?
Yeah, he wasn't even a mask in that one.
I didn't even bother to watch the first Mask wasn't even I could have told you that wasn't going to be that great.
Smoking.
But that you could tell that was a movie that was not going to be that great. That was the first Payday, right? I mean, anyway, I would probably say Ace Ventura's up there, but I'm an Airplane guy. Airplane 2.
Airplane 2? Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Bart Carlin, ESPN New York, and on the ESPN New York YouTube page, Tom Bauer right now is out frantically getting our pizza for today's live Carlin's Corner table, which you can watch on the ESPN New York YouTube page here shortly. We will be doing that in about 15 minutes, so you got some time here to get loaded up. And this pizza comes from a place in New York City that is called Ceres, or Ceres, C-E-R-E-S. And it is on Mott Street down in the Village. Now, what's the big deal here? So I'm just going to be honest about it, okay? Dave Portnoy does his pizza thing, okay? He's a very tough grader. He's a very tough grader. Dude gave it a 9. Like, to get a 9 for Dave Portnoy is ridiculous. So this pizza is supposedly one that is made with kind of a sourdough crust. So this is going to be a little bit of a different situation.
A little bit more rye, got a little bit more bite to it. So then when you mix it with the tomatoes, the sweetness, and because like we all love sourdough inside of our tomato soup.
Oh, I love sourdough bread. Now, I'm wondering, is this going to be too sourdoughy? Because I've never had pizza with sourdough. Joe Leo, pizza with sourdough. Your thoughts real quick, just not knowing anything going in.
I immediately think of like the Detroit-style pizza with how thick like a sourdough can be.
Yeah, this is very thin crust, though. This is exceptionally thin crust.
Oh, so it's going to snap. Got a little. Is it going to be burnt underneath a little bit?
Yep. Absolutely will be.
That's how it should sound.
Absolutely will be. So I'm very curious to see how this works out. And again, a place, whole pies only, no slices.
Mm-hmm.
And this morning, you can only order day of online.
How dare they?
Only day of online. And I go and order online at 7 o'clock this morning. They open at 11:30. 12:10 was the first time I could get it for a pickup.
Man, if it's that good, they should open a second one, man.
I don't know how I feel about full pies only, though.
What's the smallest pie, though? If you get a small pie and it's only like 5 slices or 6 little slices.
Well, this is a normal size pizza, but the price point is also going to be a discussion.
Does it matter?
Large, small pie, or large, small, large, regular pie.
Oxymoron is a fat, skinny.
Large regular pie, $42.
This better be some good pizza.
How many people is it feeding?
Probably, like,
8
if you had
slices.
2 slices each, probably 4.
Okay. So you break that down.
Yeah.
$40. Okay, $10 a piece.
Yeah. So
I forgot a movie though. By the way, that we have that scary movies because they got like 30 of those.
The scary movie ones never really did much for me.
They got another one coming out where they're making fun of like The Ring. Because what happened was the franchise, the studio kicked the reins out and took control of it, and it bombed. And now they're coming back because the one when what's the one, the Ring, the Whale or something, the Ring or something, and she pulled her out and she's smacking her back and forth with Queen Latifah because they get some of the craziest cameos from like big time. Like remember, like you had Morpheus played by what's his name, Eddie Griffin. You know what I'm saying? They start kicking their ass. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I got to put that up there. The Wayans do. Now I don't know if we can get away with it with everybody being super sensitive to people dressing up in cross pigmentations, right? You got Jake Paul saying he's gonna come out and do what Drewski did because he did it to Charlie Kirk's wife. But he's been walking around in do we call it whiteface? Like because he started with the Alabama guy.
Yeah, I guess you would call it that.
He was like roll the tide, right? He was doing that. Nobody said nothing. Like then he did somebody else, but when he did Charlie Kirk's wife, then everybody got pissed off, right? And we wanted to make it political, but it was just funny. Like nobody had any problems with Tropical Thunder. Ain't nobody ever said I'm the dude playing the dude, described as the other dude.
It's a different time.
It was like 4 or 5 years ago. You know what I'm saying?
That was like 15 years ago at this point.
I get it, but like we love Robbie Downer Jr. You know what I'm saying? Like where would Marvel be without him?
I understand. Do you think that movie was made in 2008? So it's almost 20 years ago. You think that movie gets made today?
Oh, that movie.
No.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't think it does.
I asked Ben Stiller. He was like, yeah, I can't really get away with that. Because Simple Jack too. You know what I'm saying? You can't get away with you can't say the R word. We know that, right? And so, like, it was so funny, man.
Get the finger on the button there, Joe.
No,
It's inching close.
I'm saying a little baby when he was stabbing him on the back. I mean, it was hilarious. He's like, I have a son. He's like, forget it, run. But I wish that they would make another White Chicks. I wish they would make White Chicks too.
Again, never saw it.
That
I'm
needs to
sorry.
change.
And when he was smelling the crotch, he's like, you do realize that was a dude. Now, after the fact, he thought it was a girl. He's like, yeah. White Chicks 2 would be funny, man. Making my way downtown. That's what put Terry Crews on the map.
Yep.
Was that movie. I want you. I need you. $50,000.
Bart has just said something that Chris can't comment on. While humorous, Chris values his career too much.
Hey, let's go to Brooklyn Kev on ESPN New York. Brooklyn Kev, what's up, baby? Brooklyn Kev.
He had us on mute because he was talking to his girl in the back.
Kev.
Let's come back and switch back. We'll go.
Put him on hold for a second.
Yeah, put him on his own.
All right, Tessa's there. I know she
Talk
is.
to him and tell him to get his mind right.
Tessa, what's going on?
Hey, guys. Thanks so much for taking my call. Listen, I just want to tell you this. I tell you this all the time. Like, I refuse to eat or drink while listening to your show because it'll be splatter all over the place. You guys are just out of control, and sometimes I'm like, what is wrong with them? But my favorite.
A lot of people feel that way.
To be honest with you, I have two. You guys remember Meet the Fockers, and then they had to follow up Meet the Parent?
Yeah,
well, they've got another one of those coming out, too.
Oh, yeah.
They've got another Meet the Fockers coming.
Meet the Father-in-W or something like that.
Yeah.
And then,
I have nipples, Craig. Can you milk me?
Oh, my God. See, Bart is out of control. Press the button, guys. And then the second one is a cartoon, Shrek 2, when they introduced Puss in Boots. Are you kidding me?
Yeah,
that was insane. Puss was crazy. So that's my second one.
Antonio Banderas, man.
Earlier, 100% earlier when you guys were talking about marriage and stuff like that, which I appreciate. My dad was a Rolling Stone. He had me at 17. Him and my parents are still together. They've been married now 36 years and been together 40 years. So at the end of the day, you know, love is what you make it, and, you know, it depends on what you want to put into it, you know, ups and downs, but it depends on what you want to put into it. You can still last and still love each other. When I tell you they still go on date nights, all of that stuff like that, it's like, it's what's up. So I just wanted to put that out there. Now, my comment, I'm going to be honest with you, it's so much good sports stuff going on right now. Like, I'm like a kid in a candy store. But, you know, my head does hurt about the Lawrence, that's the Lawrence possible trade. I don't want to get on that. But the Yankees, yesterday I was so calm when I talked about them, saying I'm not going to push the panic button or anything like that. Talk to me in June. But right now I'm just so happy baseball is back. Like, yesterday's game was so thrilling, chaotic. It was so many different emotions and just happiness. Like, it was insane. And I feel like they're turning back into that team from when it's like, yo, don't count them out unless it's 0-0 at the game clock and the end of the night. That's it. Don't count them out. That game was just amazing. Yes, the 2 nights before they played like zombies and they got their like kicked in their throat. But I feel like the Yankees are just like, I think they're going to be an amazing team to watch this season. Yeah, they're going to have games. You're like, are you guys okay? Like, you get like, I don't know, get hit in the head with a bat. Like, what's going on? But I feel like majority of the times they're going to be okay. Now the decisions, Ben Rice and all that stuff like that. Again, I'm side-eyeing all of that, but I'm still believing, being positive, and just so happy baseball is back. And I'm just so happy that they're giving us something to watch and be excited about. And then, you know, I'm excited about Saturday with my Lakers playing. Bart, don't even start. We'll get on it next week. But but I'm excited about that, guys. But, Bart, you know what? Next week I really want to get into the I know how you feel about Destin Lawrence. He's replaceable. But do you understand from a Giants standpoint how that doesn't sit right with me? Like, I think he was still injured last year, and I think now he's healthy, and now I want to be paid what I'm worth, and I'm going to show y'all. You don't agree with that, Bart?
Listen, I understand from his perspective, it's a lot of bums that are getting paid a lot more than him. I think he's like 10th. But you have to have a good season before you start talking about giving me a raise for $8 million, especially underneath a new coach that you've never made a tackle for, you never sacrificed for. If he wants to get that money, take your ass down there to Tennessee because Dayball owe you, not me.
It is time now for the Pinstripe starting lineup. Brought to you by Ramsey Mazda. Yankees wrapping things up with the Angels this afternoon. Trent Grisham in center after that ridiculous win last night. I mean, I'm still looking at the two Angels infielders like, what are we doing in the ball drop? But whatever. Grisham in center, Judge in right, Bellinger in left, Stanton the DH. Hey, Ben Rice is playing again. What a nice little turn of events that is. Ahmed Rosario at third base. Ahmed Rosario at third base. Jazz Chisholm is at second base. He will hit seventh. Caballero at short. No Ryan McMahon today. You don't have to sit through Ryan McMahon at bats today. Caballero at short, last night's hero. And then, of course, J.C. Escara, the backup catcher, is doing the catching, and he will hit ninth. That is your pinstripe lineup, my friends, brought to you by Ramsey Mazda. Get more for your money at Ramsey Mazda, like a new 2026 Mazda CX-50 or Mazda CX-90. Choose wisely. Choose Ramsey Mazda. I have just received a text message from Tom Bauer, who says, just got in the Uber to bring back the pizza. ETA 12:32. 12:32. So what that means to me is that I would, if I were you, I would get involved right now at the ESPN New York YouTube channel for today's live Carlin's Corner table. Live Carlin's Corner table to see this all go down. Now, if I can for just a moment, I was a little distressed at the last time that we did a live Carlin's Corner table.
It was litty.
Because we brought in Randy's Donuts.
Yes.
Which is a legendary donut spot in L.A., and they've got some across the country, and they just opened one in New York. And so Randy's Donuts brought donuts over, and people were questioning the integrity of my 5 Carlin rating because the gentleman who was the franchisee brought those donuts over himself and was in the room. So people were saying, well, he's giving you free donuts. Of course you're going to give him a 5 Carlin rating. And this is what really distresses me. That people would look at me and think that just because you give me a couple of donuts, that I'm then going to say your donuts are the greatest on the planet. Now, I understand why you might look at me and think that.
Now,
but you and I have known each other for a long time on many different platforms.
How many dozens does it take to buy you off? Everybody has the parties.
They
free donuts for a year?
No.
Not even a dozen a week?
Put it this way. Like when they opened Chick-fil-A's, I don't know if they still do this, but like I know near me when they've opened them before, the first, it's either 50 or 100 customers get free Chick-fil-A for a year, and people actually camp out in the parking lot for that. Am I doing that? Probably not. Probably not.
That's not an efficient way to value your time.
Here's my point,
What you do is you put a goon out there and say, hey, I'll shoot anybody in here that step up first. That's how I would do it.
Or maybe just pay your buddy to do it. How about that? Your buddy who's looking for work. Hey, do me a favor. Camp out here for a couple of days. $200.
No, I'm talking
We'll get you some free Chick-fil-A.
Hey, I saw your Instagram. Your girlfriend, Julie? Yeah, we at her house. We first.
That's great. So now you're threatening people over that. That's fantastic. Anyway, here's the point. Don't question my integrity. I will not take free food as something that we can rate anymore. Now we're only going to be purchasing them. That was the only one that we've gotten for free, and I will not have my integrity questioned over this. So all of that is on the way. Get over at the ESPN New York YouTube channel, because in just moments, a live Carlin's Corner table featuring Ceres Pizza, Ceres, here in New York, which is supposed to be among the best pies in the city. We'll find out in moments. It's Bart Carlin, ESPN New York.
What's the matter, Colonel Sanders? Chicken?
Hey, it's Michael K. Not sleeping? Well, it could be your mattress. That's why I always recommend my friends at PC Richard & Son. At PC Richard & Son, they don't just sell you a mattress. Their experts use a 4-step mattress fitting process so that your new bed fits you perfectly. They guarantee it. Top brands like Sealy, Stearns & Foster, and Tempur-Pedic, and in-home delivery on any mattress $399 and up. It's free. So do what I do. Get to PC Richard & Son for your new mattress. Free delivery excludes Manhattan.
NBA fans, listen up. You can enter FanDuel's Play-In Palooza for a chance to win a share of $2 million in bonus bets every day of the Play-In tournament. All you have to do is place a live bet using your Play-In Palooza token. Then you'll automatically be entered for a chance to win a share of $2 million in bonus bets. So don't just watch the NBA play-in tournament from the sidelines. Visit FanDuel.com/local to get in on the action. And don't forget to enter FanDuel's Play-In Palooza for a chance to win a share of $2 million in bonus bets. All you have to do is place a live bet using your Play-In Palooza token. Then you'll automatically be entered for a chance to win a share of $2 million in bonus bets. Play your game with FanDuel, official sportsbook partner of the NBA. 21 and over, physically present in New York. No purchase necessary, opt-in required. Limit 1 entry. Profit Boost bonus issued as non-withdrawable Profit Boost token. Prizes issued as non-withdrawable bonus bets, which expire 7 days after receipt. For help with a gambling problem, call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369.
Gold and silver prices are soaring and near all-time highs. If you want to get cash in your hands for your old jewelry, now is the time. Get the most competitive prices at the Estates Roadshow. Old rings, chains, and even broken jewelry. Don't wait. Cash in while gold and silver are hot. 4 locations this week: Paramus, Staten Island, Old Bridge, and Toms River. Bring your gold, silver, coins, diamonds, and watches. Even broken pieces, and get cash on the spot. There's never been a better time to sell. No appointments, no fees, no pressure. Just friendly, professional buyers with over 35 years in the business. Go to the Estates Roadshow Monday through Friday in Paramus at the Courtyard by Marriott, Staten Island at the Hilton Garden Inn, and Friday through Tuesday in Old Bridge at TMT Cash for Gold. The bright yellow building on Route 9 South in Toms River, corner of Route 37 and Hooper Avenue. For more info, follow Estates Roadshow on Facebook or go to tmtcashforgold.com.
At Uline, they know going the extra mile takes hard work. For companies pushing to go further, Uline will go the distance with you. 24/7, they answer the phone to get you the shipping and industrial supplies you need. Business can move fast. Unexpected large orders, adverse weather, new safety guidelines, and changing economic trends. Uline works hard keeping 41,000 items ready to ship, minimizing detours on your way to the extra mile. Visit uline.com.
The New York City Department of Correction offers countless career opportunities, from specialized units to leadership roles that support public safety and change lives for the better. It starts with one step: registering for the New York City Correction Officer exam. Earn over $109,000 after just 5.5 years. Benefits on day one, job security, pension at any age after 22 years of service. Go to nyc.gov/joinDOC or search Join DOC. One career, many opportunities. Register today to take the test.
This is Rick Brunson, the assistant coach from the New York Knicks. I'll be driving to our games this season in style in my new Jeep Gladiator from Princeton Jeep. My friends at Princeton Jeep gave me all-star treatment, and you can expect the same thing. Just mention I sent you, and they'll treat you like family. Princeton Jeep has tons of inventory and great deals on new vehicles. Visit Princeton Jeep at 1045 State Road in Princeton, New Jersey, or online at PrincetonJeeps.com and tell them Rick Brunson sent you.
Do you have trouble getting in and out of the bathtub? Are you afraid you'll slip and fall entering or exiting a tub? Safe Step walk-in tubs can transform your bathtub from an area of concern to a calming refuge. Call them today at 1-800-731-4558 and save $1,600. Safe Step walk-in tubs and showers are proudly made in Tennessee and offer an ultra-low step-in, avoiding that difficult climb over a traditional bathtub wall. They also offer a variety of therapeutic benefits that may help soothe your aching muscles and joints, increasing your mobility, boosting your energy, and improving your sleep. Safe Step walk-in tubs are designed to easily fit your existing tub space and are often installed in as little as one day. Just dial 1-800-731-4558 today to save $1,600 and receive a free shower package. That's 1-800-731-4558 for a free no-obligation consultation and to save $1,600. Safe Step walk-in tubs. Safety never felt so good.
It's amore. See, Tom is the type of person that when he tells something, he tells the truth, right? Tom showed up. He gave us an ETA of 12:35. Yet Tom is here almost a minute and a half early. See, that's what I love, friends like that. You ever call your friend Chris? And listen, I don't know if you ever call Ike, because black people different. They say, hey, man, I'm almost there. They ain't even got out the bed, took a shower, or even aren't their clothes yet.
I have plenty of friends, not race specific, who have similar problems. I'm on the way. Whenever you get the text "on my way," that means, see you in an hour.
Yeah, I'll be there in a minute. Yeah. I'm almost there. Man, you ain't even got up out the bed yet.
Well, Tom has come back. Why don't you tell me about our friends over at Samwell and what they're getting done?
Speaking about back, my neck and my back. And listen, if you're looking to do work and you got stuff to do, family, the gym, the couch, nobody wants to be there on Sunday. Whatever it is, pain shouldn't be there stopping you from doing what you want to do. If you have neck pain, back pain, joint pain, or nerve pain running your life, call Dr. Jay Shaw at Samwell Pain. He's an Ivy League trained, double board certified, and he specializes in non-surgical pain relief that gets real results. No cuts, no downtime, no dependence on pain medication, just a real plan to get you feeling better. Offices in Woodbridge and Livingston and Inglewood, so it's one nearest you. Check them out, SamwellPain.com. Relief is closer than you think.
All right, Bart Carlin, ESPN New York, and on the ESPN New York YouTube channel, it is time.
Big ass box.
For Carlin's Corner Table.
Big ass box.
I had some bacon.
Chris Carlin likes food.
I don't like food. I love it.
Chris Carlin has opinions on food.
You call yourselves the Burger King, you're a disgrace.
It's Carlin's Corner Table.
I never had the hot dog meat until now. Man, that's a 12-piece, man.
So this is the pizza in question from Ceres Pizza, CERES 184 Mott Street in New York City. That is downtown, and this has been rated exceptionally highly by many, many people, and we have to find out if this is legit and what the real deal is.
Bro, those are like Barney Rubble slices, man. Those are 2 slices in one. That's an ultra super size.
I think that's a regular slice of pizza.
Man, that is not a regular. First of all, that's not even a regular size box. That's an extra large box.
The box does look bigger.
Right.
All right, so Ceres.
So the box look bigger, but the slices are bigger. Man, what the hell are you talking about?
I'm talking about the pizza. Jake, does that pizza look bigger to you?
That is an oversized slice.
No. Anyway.
Okay.
So here's the deal. Ceres they don't have a direct website, but if you go to their Instagram, CERES Pizza, you can click on the site that they use in order to order the pizzas. We said you have to order it day of, and they serve it until they run out, basically. And you have to order it in advance, and it's not just show up and get a slice. No slices either. So this is Ceres Pizza.
That's a pterodactyl. That's bigger than the eagle's wing.
Now, what you need to do is stop complaining.
No,
okay?
I'm ready.
Okay, so Bart is going to dive in here. I will dive in here as well. This has been, why are you cutting a pie? Just eat a piece of pizza. Don't cut it in half. Oh, my God, it's not going to kill you.
No, it's so big. It's like a double slice.
You're making it, this is a normal size slice. Unbelievable. Anyway, here's the point. Dave Portnoy had this over a 9. And if you know him, you know that it takes a lot to get there. And I have to give this a shot. Now, the one thing that we have to take into account here, Bart, is that this pizza, $42. $42. So we're not grading on a curve, but is it a $42 worth slice? Which means that if you and 3 friends with a good-sized large pizza got one, you're spending $10 each for 2 slices.
But this is an 8. This is really 16 piece. Like it says 8, but this is really like a 12. This is an oversized
when
piece.
you say 16 pieces, you're saying 16 of the half wussy pieces. That's what you're saying.
Look how this is bigger than my
What
hand.
you're doing is cutting it into 16ths, and that's a wuss piece. That's what that is, okay? This is a slice of pizza. Are we ready to go? Bart is diving in.
Yeah, Daniel Jones couldn't hold this pizza. The sweetness, really, it's the dough. Is the butter on the bottom?
No. So the dough is a sourdough.
I can taste
in
the
there.
sour.
Yeah. And it mixes in with the pizza. Tom is getting a slice.
It's a nice chew. And what I've learned about people that try pizza, especially the thin crust, they want to see what the what the pliability
Yeah, the flop
of it
thing.
is.
Yeah, about whether or not it flops down. That doesn't bother me.
But it flopped a little bit, but it's still pretty stiff.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I probably would want some pepperoni on mine.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm a meat guy.
As far as plain slices go, it's an excellent piece of pizza.
Yeah.
What is your overall opinion here? Forget about Detroit pizza. Forget about everything else. Just give me your opinion of this, knowing that there's some sourdough, knowing it's a little bit different.
I love the sourdough, and it seems like it's a saltiness and a sweetness to the sauce. The cheese is meaty. I feel like they have a mixture of white cheese and a little yellow cheese in there. Gave you that different bite. Usually people go straight white cheese. I feel like it's a little yellow cheese in here.
Now I really taste the sourdough. Yeah, that's good.
My only critique is, me personally, I don't like a little char on my dough. I like my dough rather uncharred. I don't like to taste like, you have toast and then you get a little burnt piece of the toast. I don't like that taste at all. So if I would say one critique, I wouldn't cook the bottom like they have. Like you can see, they purposely like crisp up some of the dough on the side, the crust.
Okay.
I think it's perfect without that. I would like mine maybe a little well cooked.
Tom, have you had any yet? Tom has not had any yet. He's about to get a slice. We got to get Joe Leo a slice as well. This is very, very, very good. Now,
I swear it's butter on this thing, man. They must have buttered it before they put the sauce on. I know butter.
On the bottom or on the top, or what do you think?
They must have put it inside before they put the sauce on, put the butter there, put the sauce on top of the butter. Because this is definitely butter soap. That's where all the grease is coming from. It's butter, man. I love it, and I'm here for the butter.
Yeah, the sourdough for me took 2-3 bites to really kick in, and I love sourdough. This is a really, really good slice.
Yeah.
Now, would I go, if I'm in the city, out of my way to order a $42 pizza, knowing everything that's involved with it? I have to say, as good as this is, it's kind of worth the hassle.
How does it compare to Joe's Pizza?
It's better than Joe's. It's much better than Joe's Pizza.
But is Joe's cheaper?
Joe's is cheaper. Joe's is kind of a standard, well-known, really good New York slice, right? This is much better than Joe's Pizza. This is a really good pizza. I have to say, this is as good a pizza as I've had in a while.
The only pizza that I've ever had in the city that compares to this is Mama's Place. Or
Mama's too?
Yeah, Mama's too.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only place.
Do me a favor. Take a bite of the crust without any of the cheese or the sauce.
Just straight smoke?
Mm-hmm.
That's airy.
Yes, it's really good, really chewy.
You know what it feels like? They use carbonated water.
Maybe. That's a good call.
Want to know why? Because it's bubbly and airy. So, like, you put that in the dough, it makes those pocket bubbles. See, I know a lot more about cooking than people think.
Tom Bauer, get on mic. Tom has jumped in here. Get his takeaway on this. Joe, you're having some as well? Joe Leo is having pizza as well? All right. He's got it. Tom, what do we got? Give me your take here.
First of all, thanks a lot, Tom.
Yeah, by the way, thank you for going. That's a great job.
Oh, my pleasure. I had a wonderful trip there, too.
What happened?
Just a wonderful Uber driver, because I didn't know I could set the trip to go both ways. So I initially was like, hey, if I just give you an extra, like, $20, can you drive me the other way? And luckily, you could do it in the app. So
I told you how to do it.
You just add a stop.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. But that's not the point. We also had a guy try and get in the Uber at a red light, but that's, again, not the point. But
you was almost
so Tom put all of the effort into this. Yeah.
Yes. I will say this, not per camera, honest opinion, it might be one of the best slices I have ever had.
Okay.
And I am not exaggerating. The sourdough,
yeah,
it doesn't add anything too extra for me in terms of like taste.
Oh, it's not overwhelming.
No, it's not overwhelming at all. The crispness on that, to me, reminds me of my favorite pie of all time, which is Sally's Beats up in New Haven.
Yep.
It reminds me pretty much of that. I get a lot of vibes in that. I rated that a 9.5 on my own system.
Right.
This is probably right behind there.
Joe Leo, your invaluable take here is what?
Oh, he's Italian, too.
This, I agree with Tom. I was skeptical with the sourdough. Just when you told me, this was not what I was expecting. This has blown me away. I understand why Portnoy gave it a 9. I don't really get much sourdough unless I'm biting into the crust, which is kind of cool.
Okay.
And I think this would, for me, because I've had Joe's Pizza, I think Joe's, for me, is right there. This is right underneath it.
This is not as good as Joe's.
No, for me, I like Joe's. That's the best slice that I've had in the city.
Okay. Joe's a little bit more chewy.
Yes.
It's not as thin crust, not as crisp.
And I like Joe's sauce a little bit more than this because I'm a big sauce guy with pizza.
I'm telling you, man, this got butter all in it.
I'm waffling right now on what the score should be. If you were me, what's your score?
On what scale are we doing?
Knowing that it's
1 to 10?
1 to 5 Carlins, knowing that it's $42. And, all right, get off the phone. Knowing that it's $42, and you have to order it in the morning if you're getting it for lunch.
It's not that hard to prepare. It's not like
that hard.
Yeah.
You're not waiting on a line for 2 hours.
Yeah, you're just in the app.
Yeah. Tom, it was not a long wait, correct? I mean, you were gone a half hour in total, and most of that was in the car.
I will say,
yeah,
I did have to wait an extra 7 or 8 minutes when I got there. It was not ready yet.
Okay, well, but 7 or 8 minutes is not really waiting. It's not like you're on a line for 25 minutes.
No.
They want to finish it off for you, too. You know, they don't want it to be cold before you get there. They probably tap it off when you get there.
All right, what do you got?
Out of what?
4 out of 5.
Oh, it's
1 to 5.
Out of 5. 1 to 5.
1 to 5, Carlin.
I would say a 4 point. I say a solid 4.
Solid 4.
I mean, because for me, that's like if we were going 1 to 9, I would call it a 9.
Yeah.
So 5 being perfect, the best thing I've ever tasted. Yeah. I would say 4. I would go and get this as a treat. This would be a treat for my kids.
That's a great way to put it. It is a 5 Carlin slice that we will grade 4.5 because of what's involved, but it's an excellent pizza if you want to go and have a treat. In other words, we're going to go out of our way to do something extra special.
Tell the kids, you be good. We go get a piece.
$42 is not cheap for a pizza, but I have to say, I don't sit here and say I got ripped off. That was an excellent, excellent slice. And we still got a half a pie left. All right, our official score, 4.5 Carlins out of 5 for this week's live Carlin's Corner Table. It is Sarah's Pizza, CERES, 184 Mott Street in Manhattan. Check them out on Instagram. That's where all their links are. Sarah's Pizza, CERES. All right, Carlin's Corner Table, another one in the books. It's Bart Carlin on ESPN New York.
If you're trying to save money but still eat well, just go to Wild Fork Foods and thank me later. You get pork tenderloin for $2.50 a pound, ground turkey for $3 a pound, ground chorizo for only $4 a pound. Those are everyday staples at serious value, and it's all blast frozen, so you're not sacrificing quality. Plus, they've got over 450 options, 7 locations, or same-day delivery at wildforkfoods.com. Go check out Wild Fork Foods.
The NBA moves fast, and the stars move faster. With DraftKings Sportsbook, the #1 sportsbook for live betting, you're never a step behind. DraftKings keeps pace with every play, offering industry-leading live betting, dynamic odds that shift as the game unfolds, and more open markets more often. They're live when others aren't, so you're always in the game when it matters most. Get in on the action with live player props as the most exciting performances unfold in real time. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code WHSQ. That's code WHSQ. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problems gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort, Kansas, pass-through of per-wager tax may apply in Illinois. 21 plus age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. Restrictions apply.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today. 1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 877-CARS4KIDS to speak to a friendly live agent. Donation is super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Go to carsforkids.org now or call 877-CARS4KIDS to donate your car today.
1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS.
Did you know you can donate real estate too? Go to carsforkids.org. That's cars with a K.
25 a month, 5 whole years. Same sweet number in your ears. Check it in a year, check it in 5. This ain't optimum 5, but price is still alive. 25 a month, 5 whole years. Same sweet number in your ears. Get Optimum famously fast fiber internet. Optimum.com/25 for 5. Or call 8884-OPTIMUM. Terms apply. See Optimum.com for details.
Monkey Sports, built by players for players, is your one-stop shop for hockey, baseball, lacrosse, and more. Find top-name equipment and expert in-store services like sharpening, break-ins, and relacing. Shop in-store at Monkey Sports in Farmingdale or Woodbridge or online for all the top brands. Whatever your sports, Monkey Sports gets you game ready fast. Monkey Sports, where athletes shop.
The Hulu original series Love Overboard is now streaming on Hulu and Hulu on Disney+.
16 singles are headed to this super luxury yacht to fall in love.
I'm a romantic.
I want to find love. This is going to be the best summer of our lives. But whoever you do not choose will be going overboard. This is insane.
Let the games begin.
Watch the new Hulu original series Love Overboard, now streaming on Hulu and Hulu on Disney+ for bundle subscribers. Terms apply.
You know the rush when you reach that goal, when something you've worked for pays off. That's success. At University of Maryland Global Campus, we believe you should never stop chasing it. That's why we offer a skills-based education that helps move your career forward. Learn how to apply emerging technologies like AI and data science. Build your leadership and critical thinking skills. Apply now and save with no application fee. Classes start May 13th. Learn more at umgc.edu. Certified to operate in Virginia by Chef.
Step inside the game you love with the NBA app. Tap to watch every game as it's happening.
Jalen Brunson does it again!
And never miss a moment of the jaw-dropping action. Get closer to the players than anywhere else. Follow the latest schedules, scores, and stats. Keep up with every story from across the league. And with NBA ID, it's all personalized to you. The game lives here. Download today.
Bart Carlin, ESPN New York. Go ahead.
No, I just said the realness. That's it.
I still can't. Like, you're calling it or you're calling it like a double slice. It's a regular slice. You just are used to the wuss slices where they cut them into 16 pieces. Like, that's not a thing here, man. That's not a thing.
The kids' party slices.
I mean, yes, it's a kid. Bart wants a kids' party slice.
But here's the thing: if you gotta fold it, then that's a double. You eating it double. Like, it's too big to eat regular, so you fold it because you cheating. So I'd rather be able to eat mine plain. I don't want to fold mine like a sandwich. I want to enjoy mine like a piece of toast.
I didn't fold mine at all.
Did you fold yours?
Oh, I fold.
See what I'm saying?
I'm a folder.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not against folding, but that doesn't mean that it's an unmanageable situation just because you have to fold it. Boy, I tell you, we have been all over the place today with this show. But that's all right. That's all right. Including wherever we're going here with Tommy in Connecticut, who I'm going to have a problem with. I can tell you right away. Tommy.
Oh, come on, Christopher. How you doing, big fella?
I'm good. How are you?
Real quick before I get to my movie point, just want to give a shout-out to a frequent caller, Cullum from the Bronx.
No doubt.
He unfortunately lost his brother this week.
Oh, that sucks. I didn't know that.
To the Dempsey family.
Wow.
And also, Bart, you brought up movies that can never be made today when you brought up Tropic Thunder.
Yeah.
Go back to Blazing Saddles.
No, that couldn't be made today. Absolutely not.
Not a chance.
No.
What about what's the one with Jack Black when he rigged the Special Olympics?
It was Jack Black was not in that one.
That was Johnny Knoxville.
That was
Johnny Knoxville. That's what I meant. Johnny Knoxville. What was it?
The Ringer.
The Ringer. Oh, one of my favorite movies of all time. Special K, baby.
But yeah, so, no, you're talking about sequels. I mean, we got to give the Keister some credit for being in the sequel to Grown Ups.
Well, Grown Ups, listen, the fact that Kay was in Grown Ups 2, I give him credit for that. That, however, does not take away from the fact that it was a god-awful movie and a god-awful series of movies.
I love when Shaq, when they fought, you know what I'm saying, he told her to kiss the muscle. Oh, man, come on, man.
And Rosenberg never lets it down that he absolutely schnurred his way into that movie.
Well, listen, even if he did, I don't have a problem with it. You're going to get into a movie. I mean, half of the Sandler people are schnurring their way into the movies. You're going to tell me the Danettes didn't schnur their way into the movie? The guys from the Dan Patrick Show? Of course they have.
Bro, I love that movie, man. That movie's funny, man. That's something that the movies you want are movies that's light that you can put on at any time, and no matter what part of the movie it is in, you watch it.
Yeah, listen, I will watch that for Kay's scene. I got no issue with that. But Kay, let's just put it this way. Michael is good. Michael did a great job acting in the Larry David commercial. That was amazing.
I got to catch up.
This was his early Kay acting days. The Bobby Moynihan commercial for ESPN New York days.
I got to check it out. Who knew? I didn't know he was so well accomplished. Multiple movies, multiple movie credits.
Speaking of Kay, ESPN New York and Floor & Decor are giving you the chance to design your day with Michael Kay. One lucky fan and guest will win a studio visit, exclusive meet and greet with the great Michael Kay. This is your all-access pass, an experience you will not forget. To enter, head to Floor & Decor's flagship store at 850 3rd Avenue in Brooklyn. Design your day with Michael Kay, presented by Floor & Decor. Bart Carlin, ESPN New York, and on the ESPN New York YouTube channel. We will see you tomorrow. Dan Graca in 4K, then Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg. Keep it where it is all day long on ESPN New York and the ESPN New York YouTube channel.
Long Island is more exciting than ever at Jake's 58 Casino Hotel. This month, we're cracking open spring with our $55,000 Explosion drawing. Earn entries all month long. Then be here Thursday, April 30th from 4 to 6 p.m. when 2 winners will be drawn every hour to win cash prizes ranging from $2,500 to $10,000. That's